this dog won't let me get in bed. That's resource guarding. So why would that dog attack that man if he tried to touch the bed? Is because that bed and the woman that's in the bed is all his. That's my woman, my dog, my bed. It's my house. Nigga, chill. The other
Yeah.
thing
So
is,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
the other thing is pain and illness. Pain and illness um also will affect the dog because we don't because the dog's not going to come to you and say my stomach hurts, my back hurts, my heart is aching, my lungs hurt, you burn too much incense, the scented candles are hurting my nose. We don't realize that the dog is in pain, which is the way that they react in pain sometimes is to lash out. And that's on us as humans to not being able to read our cues and take care of our animals properly. So if you're taking care of your animal, I talked about touching your animal, taking them to the vet, and just having proper nutrition for the dog. That way you can kind of ensure some of the internal things are okay to where the dog is not feeling sick or in pain. We all know they eat grass when they get an upset stomach. Um, so you can tell you can almost tell if you pay attention, but if you don't know, that might be a reason why. One of the last reasons is the reason why I was bit in the face by Nikita was miscommunication on human interaction, right? Behavior. Him reading my behavior as threatening, me not being able to read his signs and his cues of him being on guard. And I mentioned earlier, one of the main cues that we don't humans tend to overlook is when they go to pet a dog and they reach out for his face to pet him on top of his head, as opposed to coming from behind. Or like I told you earlier, I would pet you, I would pet Smitty, and then the dog would see me pet Smitty, and then Smitty would pet me, and the dog would read that as okay, as opposed to not a threat, right? So when I got ready to leave out of my friend's house, I did what I normally did was pet the dog on top of his head, and the dog was just sitting there, but he was sitting there in a state of what I now know is on guard, like he was on alert. He jumped up and he literally bit me in the jaw, my left jaw, right back towards my ear. I could push my tongue into my jaw and feel air in two spots coming through where his canine teeth went right through my jaw. There's nothing there, right? It's just skin. And from that moment, you would thought that I was afraid of dogs, but I was afraid of dogs because I've already had been bitten by a dog in the face, right? So that was terrifying. And the last thing you want to always remember is environmental changes and people changes. So sometimes the dogs can become a little aggressive and on guard because people in the room change or things are moving around too fast and you're not being respectful to the fact that a lot of movement and a lot of noises and high volume is sensitivity, that the dog may have a sensitivity to that. Remember, they can hear 10 times better, they can sense things 10 times faster, they can smell 10 times farther than we can, so they can tell when things don't seem right, and too much change can be too much for them, which also makes them lash out. So they just don't really just bite you for no reason or attack you. Something happened and we aren't paying attention to those triggers. So we covered that earlier, and that's kind of where we ended that part of the segment. So there you go. Now we're getting into the exact moment when your dog chooses you, right? So we're
I,
gonna
I
watch this
never had
part
a
of the
chance
video.
to respond, Jen. I
I
never
know
had a chance.
I'm gonna let
Oh,
you respond in a second because now we're gonna get into the part where when your actual dog chooses you, which is gonna take you into what you're talking about is can they actually communicate? Do they actually understand what we're
I,
saying and what we're talking about? So
I just
okay,
wanted to say
go ahead.
something briefly to the pit. I just wanted to say something real quick to what you were saying. That's it. If that's
I know
okay.
I got you. That's why I just said I wanted to bring you all the way up to where we are
Okay.
right now, which well
Yeah.
now you can go ahead and respond to, and now you're up to speed. So in case you didn't see what we were talking about earlier and how we got here.
So my response is very quick. It's very brief. One, yeah, dogs also can tend to possibly snap at you if they're in pain. My dog snapped at me because he was in pain. D boy again was a Manchester Terrier. So just like pit bulls, they are
Mhm.
terriers and
Mhm.
terrier as in territorial. So that's something that they're literally bred to do. Some dogs are bred to hunt small game. Some dogs are bred to protect the grounds, like a terrier. That's why you generally want to get a terrier if you want to protect your grounds, right? And that's primarily where I was at with that. I just wanted to throw that in there.
Mhm.
So when we look at pit bulls as they're doing something bad, no, they're actually doing what they were bred to do.
Right.
Dogs, for the longest time, when we took them from the wild, we literally bred dogs to be of a companion. So I would say leaving a dog outside would be something very non-beneficial, and it will make that dog in a state of depression because they
And that's
are
what I think
companion.
happened to my brother's dog, that he got depressed like that. He
Yeah,
got
it's
really aggressive.
yeah, so it's like because they're pack animals, like, so you got to remember, even though we're on bipedal and they're on quads, they still look at us as just a naked version of them. So when
Not
you
naked.
exclude them, yeah, I mean, without the fur. So so
Wear the
when
boots without
you
the fur.
yeah, yeah. So when you exclude them like that, literally it's just like them being like considered the runt of the pack or the one that's pushed away from the pack. Because in the wild, that's what happens. And then they usually go into a state of depression and become what we then call the lone wolf. That's how you get the lone wolf state.
Mhm.
But I digress. My mic is muted. Go ahead though. That's all I
Oh no,
wanted to
you're
throw in.
good. That was going right into what I discussed earlier too. I tapped on that with the whole that's what makes that dog become, either they become aggressive or depressive. So they either become depressed and then they, no one can catch them. They walk around the neighborhood, they're lone dogs, or they just tend to find a way to be by themselves, and even though they don't want to, or they become very aggressive because now they don't trust anything, right? There's nobody there. They never packed, they never bonded, they
Mhm.
never found their human. So that's kind of where we getting into now. This is why I was bringing into the conversation the exact moment that you don't even realize your dog chose you, so that makes sense for those animals that we leave outside. They're not supposed to just be outside their entire existence. It's crazy. And vice versa. They're not supposed to just be inside, because we'll see, we've seen, Smitty, we've seen dogs where they're house dogs, and then when their premium takes them outside, they put them in a stroller. And they never get to touch the ground. They never get to do what dogs do, which is sniff, do all the fact finding. When a dog is sniffing the ground, he's literally like reading his email. He's getting the whole lowdown on the neighborhood. Who did what? Who's sick? Who had puppies? Where the girls are? Where the boys are? They're getting the whole lowdown. So that's a good point to keep in mind, that especially for those people that have inside only or outside only dogs. They're bred to be inside and outside because they are domesticated. But your dog needs to touch the ground. It needs to do what dogs do, which is sniff and look around and smell things. And my other tip for the day is, you need to go on a leash led walk, and then you need to go on a walk with your dog, which means you let him go wherever they go. And you let them sniff around. It's called a sniffari, right? Like going on a safari full of smells. But then the leash led walk is you pulling them in the direction you want them to go, and they'll follow. So either way, both of them work. But every now and then you want to let the dog just kind of freely go and sniff. And then you just follow him wherever he goes and let him just lead his nose lead. That gives him the freedom um, of getting um, hey Riaz, of getting
Okay.
getting that out, getting that smell, getting that sensory out, right? So let's get back to the video, and then we're gonna go into Smitty's video real quick. So I want to show y'all this. There are very much exact moments when your dog chooses you and you didn't even realize it. All right.
They chose you because of how you made them feel. This is the one that surprises people most. We assume dogs pick their person based on who fills the bowl, who holds the leash, who is home the most. And those things matter, but they are not the whole story. And they are not even the most important part. Research gathered across dozens of studies makes this clear. A dog will accept food from almost anyone. But the bond, the real one, forms around something harder to name. It forms around safety, around the specific feeling that this person makes the world less loud, less threatening, less uncertain. Experts who study canine attachment describe it simply. Dogs form their deepest bond with the person who feels the most predictable, the most consistent, the most emotionally readable to them.
Hey, you guys, who is this that's in the back? Came up real quick. I don't know this name. I'm sorry. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
You guys know who this is? MC Nemesis on what? I don't know who this is.
This is
No?
about to take the show somewhere totally else, Jen.
No, I don't
Yep.
know who this is, so I'm not gonna let you up. So sorry. I have to just kick you out right now because you can come up and let me know who you are, okay? Otherwise, we'll get back to our video. Thank you. Who is that? Is that you, simulcasting, Smitty?
Yeah, I'm simulcasting.
Are you
Yep.
simulcasting twice?
No, I'm only simulcasting once.
Hold
I thought
on.
that's what we do on this show. I thought this was a show
Yeah,
that me and you did
yeah,
about
but I
pets.
don't know who this other person is.
Yeah.
That's why I was
Then
kicking them out. Okay. There we go. I know it's good. It's because I don't know who that person was, and they were
nah,
already.
it's just I
They were.
don't know. Like we on
Who is
Jen's
that?
channel.
Is that someone on your side?
I don't know who it is. I mean, it could be somebody from my side. And shout out if you're watching from my side of the platform. I mean, I don't know. Jen, you can rock this how you want, but honestly, I'm thinking from when we talk, this is a show that me and you do, and people
Hold
can
on, hold
watch
on,
and
hold on,
listen.
hold on, hold on, hold on. I don't know who this is. Hold on. I just want to kick them out. Okay, so I don't know who this is up
Yeah, I
here.
don't know either.
Okay, so yeah, I don't have anything to do with them.
But if they are watching from whatever side they're watching from, thank you for tuning in. I guess push like on these
I don't
channels.
know.
You
Yeah,
know what
just
I'm
like
saying?
comment and
But
subscribe or anything
yeah,
else.
but I'm just saying, like, yeah, I don't know. Like, this isn't for the people. This ain't more so like a everybody comes up type of panel thing. I mean, Riaz is here, whatever, that's cool. But this is
Riaz
just like
is
a little
always
show
here.
that this is just a little show that, you know what I'm saying? Me and Jen just real quick, we talk about animals, and it's like a segment me and her do for the most part. Like, I don't know how that sound to people, don't care, but just to make that clear, like this ain't like a open panel for everybody to come up. This is something for y'all to listen to and just kind of get some good information from, and then we go ahead and kick rocks. But go ahead and rock out. I digress. My mic is muted. I just wanted, if you weren't going to say it, I was going to say it. But go ahead, Jen.
All right, well, thank you.
I got
All
you.
right, so back to this, and Riaz is always there. He's like my child. Not that you're
Riaz,
my
all right.
child, Riaz. Not to say that you're my child, Riaz, but I think I'm like a mama, big sister to him. Like, no, that's my son. All right, so let's get back to it. Okay, we're gonna look at this last video, and then we're gonna get into Smitty's videos, y'all, because I think this is so adorable, and I think this is an important factor to get into it.
Your dog was not tracking who gave them the most treats. They were tracking who made them feel like nothing in the world was going to go wrong. And at some point, without you realizing it, that was you. That was the moment. Number 3. Their nose found you before their heart.
If you need to lose that cortisol belly, do these 5 Tai Chi moves every morning for 2 minutes each.
I need to do check.
Did. Before the bond became emotional, it was chemical. Dogs experience the world through smell in a way that is almost impossible for humans to fully grasp. Their sense of smell is estimated to be between 10,000 and 100,000 times more powerful than ours. And
can you imagine if you can smell 10,000 times more powerful than what you can right now? Do you imagine what you would pick up? It's crazy. You would be able to pick up cortisone levels. You'd be able to pick up oxytocin. You would pick up cancer. You would pick up all those things that, oh my God, all those chemical smells. That's crazy.
researchers at Emory University.
I just about to say, Don't, sorry.
Go-
Sorry, Jen, I was
Discovered
just about
something
to say,
extraordinary.
bro.
What
I
happened?
want to, no, I want to say something, please.
Go
Well, I
ahead,
was gonna
Riaz.
say that basically, I guess dogs can, also, dogs can actually see the other world, basically, the spirit world, they can actually see that. So, like, actually wonder though, like, if there's a presence of a jinn or a ghost or any spirit though that's in your home, right? Your dog will pick up on that instantly.
Mhm.
They can see something you can't. You can feel it, but you can't see it, but they have the ability to see it.
Yeah, I think so too. I noticed that too. I think we talked about that in the last show where Smitty brought in, do dogs have a spirit or do they have a soul? Like, and that is part of that because they can see and feel other parts of the, other existences. So,
Mm-hmm.
okay. All right. So let's get back to the video. Okay, Riz?
Okay.
When they began scanning dog brains using MRI machines. They presented dogs with 5 different scents: a stranger, a familiar dog, an unfamiliar dog, the dog's own scent, and the scent of their owner. Out of every scent tested, the owner's scent triggered the strongest response in the caudate nucleus,
Hmm?
the part of the brain most closely associated with reward, anticipation, and positive emotion.
Hmm.
Not food, not other dogs, not even their own smell. You. Just a piece of cloth that carried your scent was enough to light up the part of their brain that says, "This is the best thing I know." And here is the detail that makes this even harder to take in. This reaction happened before the dogs had spent years with their owners. The chemistry came first. Your dog's brain was already writing you into its reward system before they even fully understood why. You walked into a room and their nose told them something their mind would spend a lifetime confirming. Number 4. There was a single look that sealed it, and
Oh.
you might have missed it. Somewhere early in your relationship with your dog, there was a moment of eye contact that was different from all the others. You probably did not notice it. Your dog looked at you, really looked at you, with a soft face, relaxed ears, no tension anywhere in their body, and held it, just for a second or two longer than usual. That moment
Mhm.
was not random. Research published in the journal Science confirmed that when a dog and a human hold mutual eye contact, both of them experience a surge of oxytocin, the same hormone responsible for the bond between a parent and a newborn child. But what the researchers found most remarkable was the loop this creates. The more your dog gazes at you, the more oxytocin both of you produce. The more you both produce, the more your dog wants to look at you again. Back and forth, building on it.
So are you telling me that basically your dog falls in love with you? Is that what happens? Okay, baby. Is that what happens? I wonder, do cats have the same thing? Like, do they look at you and say, "You're my person. You're my human"? I wonder.
Yes,
They
yes, they
do?
do. There's science
Okay.
behind it. They have an actual when a cat is telling you that they love you, they do what's called a slow blink. That is actually affection.
No way. They do that. That's in the movie Puss in Boots.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's in the
So
cartoon.
so let me just do this real quick just to make sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. Let me just make sure. Give me 1 second right here. Nancy, are you there?
I'm here, loud and clear. What's on your mind?
Nancy, what is some scientific research behind when a cat shows you that they love you? What are some signs that they would do to let you know they love you and have affection for you?
That's a great question. So, from a scientific perspective, cats show affection in a few pretty subtle ways. One big sign is the slow blink, kind of like a cat's kiss. They also might knead you with their paws, purr, or even bring you little gifts.
But you see, that was the first one. That's the main.
Oh,
Yeah, when the cat just sits there and they slow blink
stare
at
at
you,
you.
they're actually telling you, "I love you."
Oh,
That's actually affection. Yes, as subtle as it
shut
is.
up.
But go ahead
That's
though. Yeah. So yeah, cats
crazy.
have the same thing. Go ahead though.
That's crazy. And I've had cats and I never noticed that. That's so cute. Okay, that's okay. Okay.
Itself, deepening with each exchange. They tested this same mechanism with wolves raised by humans from birth. Nothing happened. Zero response. This loop, this chemical conversation between eyes, only exists between dogs and people. Your dog started it. In that one quiet look, they were not just seeing you. They were beginning something that would rewire both of your nervous systems permanently. And if you are the kind of person who actually stops to look back at their dog in those quiet moments, you probably already feel what the science is now describing. Number 5. They ran a test on you that you did not know you were taking. Dogs read human behavior with a precision that most of us underestimate. Researchers at the University of Milan found that when dogs encounter something unfamiliar, a new object, a strange sound, an unexpected change in their environment, 83% of them immediately turn to look at their owner's face before deciding how to respond. Not to a stranger standing nearby, not to another dog, to their person. They were using your face as a compass, a behavioral decoder. They were reading the muscles around your eyes, the tension in your jaw, the way your shoulders were sitting, to determine whether the world in that moment was safe or dangerous.
That is so crazy to me because people will get a dog to protect them, and this whole experience is them making sure that they're safe and you're protecting them. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy wild to me. I think this is amazing. What do you think?
These are things that I've kind of looked into and I mean, I'm just really kind of rehearing what it is I've looked
Rehearing
up.
this.
Yeah, I
Oh,
love that bracelet, by the way. That's so my style. I love those beads.
oh
Anyway, yeah.
yeah. I love it.
um
I love those too.
but yeah, no, all of these things, like even down to how dogs see, like y'all be surprised, dogs see like ultraviolet fluorescent colors. It's not
I
black and
showed that
white.
earlier. I showed that
Yeah,
earlier,
it's
and I
not it's
actually
not
showed the bluey cartoon and how what it looks
yeah.
like, the blue
Yeah,
colors.
it's not black and white. No, it's just
No.
they have different sight receptors. They see certain colors that ping and stick out, just like with cats. For some reason, yellow and red sticks out with cats, right? And you know
Mm.
what's fascinating? Every restaurant that we ride by, if you think about it, generally has a yellow or red incorporated into it. The letters be red out front or yellow, like a McDonald's, Burger King. You may
Mhm.
think about it, any restaurant, fast food, all of that. But and also it's coincidental, if it is coincidental or by design, that cats and dogs, they actually, those are two colors that stand out to them a lot, is red and yellow, which just so happens to be the same colors that stick out to us and sends a signal to our brain as
Our
humans.
brains, yep.
Food. It sends the signal of food, red and
'Cause
yellow.
red is hot and yellow is associated with the sun, which is light, bright, usually um closer to clean, purifying, and then red is usually associated with fire, which means hot. And especially when it's associated with food that, obviously you're thinking hot,
Blood.
blood,
Yeah,
food,
it ain't nothing
heat,
wrong with saying that. It's a
fire.
natural thing. You're thinking
Well,
blood,
you're
like red.
naturally thinking blood, you're thinking red, you're thinking fire, you're thinking, you know, something's cooking or burning or being
Right.
procured, in a sense. So yeah. And that's even down to like why certain businesses choose those colors and why certain food items are those colors and why certain dog foods don't have any color in the dog because they think that dogs see black and white. That's why they don't put color food in their,
Right.
in their dog food. But when the brands that do realize that dogs can see color, they incorporate the natural food coloring. So if they put carrots in the dog food, then that's why there's orange pieces, because they incorporate the natural coloring. So they can smell it and they can see it. Right? So yeah,
This is called social referencing, and it is the exact same mechanism a human toddler uses when they look to their parent before deciding whether to laugh or cry at something new. Your dog does not just observe you. They use you as a lens through which they interpret everything else. And here is what matters
oh,
most. When researchers repeated this experiment with strangers, giving the exact same facial expressions, the dogs barely responded. Your expression carried weight that no one else's did. Your dog had already decided that your face was the most reliable information source in their world.
mm,
That is not a small thing. That is everything. Number 6. The night they first slept near you was the night something was decided.
hmm
Sleep is the most vulnerable state any living creature can enter. Every
And for that, I like to always remind people they are pack animals. People say, "Oh, your dog can't sleep in my bed." Okay, that's fine, but they're gonna try to sleep near you. My ex-boyfriend was one of those people who was like, "Why is the dog always leaning on me? Why is the dog always sitting next to me?" And or why does he want to be all up under us if we sitting together? Because they are pack animals. Again, if you do not understand the breed and you have a dog and you don't understand a dog, and then on top of that, you don't understand the kind of dog you have. And then if you get on top of that, if you get a clingy dog and you got a dog that absolutely thrives off of pack energy, then you don't understand why your dog is acting like they're acting. But if you do, now you understand why your dog is acting the way they've been acting. Because you have a particular breed that thrives off of pack energy. Some breeds are leaders in the pack. They go to the front of the pack no matter what pack they in. That's why the dog runs the house and the people are secondary. And then some dogs they thrive off of pack energy, which means they're in the middle of that pack. Remember that wolf line that we saw? Why some dogs are at the front, some dogs are at the back, some dogs are in the middle. They are part of that middle part of the pack where they thrive off of pack energy. They rely on what you guys in the household are doing, and they want to protect the house, and they need you guys. They need everyone to come together so that they can get recharged. Some dogs are the ones that they walk behind people. Literally, that means they procure the pack. Those are the ones that are securing everything in the back. Sometimes they don't need all of the affection and attention, but that's also pertaining to the breed. Those breeds are bred that way. They don't hover under people. They find more joy and they find a purpose off of making sure that the whole house is good. So understand what you're working with. So then you understand, oh my God, this is why my dog acts like this. He's not an idiot. He's not clingy. He literally needs your energy to keep going.
instinct a dog carries, and they carry ancient ones, layered deep from thousands of years of
Aw.
survival, screams at them to find somewhere hidden when they sleep,
Mhm.
somewhere enclosed, somewhere no threat can reach them from behind. And yet, at some point, your dog walked past every quiet corner of your home and chose to sleep near you,
Mhm.
pressed against your leg, curled at your feet, wedged into the
We've seen those. Have you seen those videos, Smitty, where the dog walks through the whole house and makes sure the whole house is asleep, and then goes and sleeps next to the baby carriage, or goes into the kids' room and sleeps next to the kids? We've seen those videos like that where they're like, "Why is he? That's weird, right? Or that's crazy. He walked
when
past everybody and went right to one person."
when Phoenix was a baby, we had D-Boy, we had Dino and Scooter when she was a kid. Scooter was
Mm,
more finicky, but Dino would actually do something somewhat similar. Whenever she would come down the steps and she was holding the rail, he actually would walk alongside her as if like to give her another support on his side. So it's like if you can picture, she's in the middle coming
mhm,
down. The railing is on your right looking at her, right? Which would be her
mhm,
left. and she's holding on to that, and D-Boy is right on the other side of her, coming down step by step as she
Mhm.
comes down. Just, I guess, making sure she didn't fall. It was the craziest thing. I wish I could have got some footage of that.
Mhm.
I wasn't on the internet. I wasn't thinking about now. If only I'd have thought of it, I'd have definitely caught that. But yeah, it was a great moment. I used to see them
Yeah.
do it all the time.
All the
Yeah.
time. Yeah. And you say, "Wow, what are they
But
this is
but
how
but real quick,
they think."
this is what I meant to. I'm sorry, my bad. Real quick,
Are you
but
good?
the thing is that he didn't do it for nobody else. He didn't do it for like me, nobody else. No, he didn't do it for a mother. People come by, whatever. He didn't do it for nobody else. It was
Mhm.
only. It was almost as if he recognized she was a baby. Like, he recognized she is of the youth of the pack. She's the puppy, if you want to
The
say.
puppy. Yep. I
It's
told my
almost
sister
like
that
he
all the
looked at it like
time.
that.
I
Right.
tell my sister that all the time, that my nephew is their dog's puppy. That's why the dog does, acts a certain way towards my nephew, because she thinks that's her puppy. That's my baby. I gotta take care of a human puppy.
Let's just hope
That's
she don't.
true.
Let's just hope she don't lay on her back, put her legs up, and try to breastfeed him. Let's just
No,
hope. Let's just hope that
no.
she don't go
Journey
that
is
far.
Journey is a hot mess, but Beans thinks that my nephew is his puppy. Like
Right.
he tries to get on his back and clean his ear. Like, to the humans, it's like, the dog's climbing on me, but he's grooming you. He's like, oh, come here, like a mama takes a thumb and
You know
licks
what's
the
wild?
thumb.
You know what's wild? My dogs never really did that. Like, they more so just would kind of come to you, comfort you. The only time they would try to kiss you is if you put your face too close to theirs. It was automatic. The tongue was coming out if you get too close to
Oh
their
yeah,
face.
you're gonna get it. You're
But
about to get
but
it.
but other than that, nah, man, what's crazy is that my cat, like Michi, I got Michi and Lady, boy and girl. I got the boy first, and I got him a wife. So yeah, yeah, no boy. I purposely said I'm gonna get a female. I'm not gonna have two boys, and I ain't gonna have three men around this house. We ain't doing that.
Oh, all
Uh,
that tagging. Woo.
yeah, exactly. So I said, nah, get them, and that's true too. You usually don't want to have two boy cats. You want to balance it out. If you're
Woo,
gonna get more than
yes.
one, get a boy and a girl, because yeah, they're gonna be tagging all around that house. But I got him snipped, so he ain't none of that's going
Mm.
on. This house is fresh. It's Glade fresh. But long story short, he actually cleans me. He
Aw.
he will, yeah. Sometimes I'm sitting down, and see, the thing is, if anybody knows, cats' tongues are like
Hard for
sandpaper.
like sandpaper.
It's like sandpaper, bruh. So that it hurts. It's not like a dog's tongue. It hurts. Like
Yes.
that, it really scratches you. Their tongue,
Is
them
it
licking you
right?
was,
You're like, okay, I'm clean. Thank you.
yeah, because from the nature in the wild, just a little quick historic, fact, fun fact. There's an old quote that has a tiger's tongue that's out, and you can literally see the spikes. It's like rose thorns that protrude from their tongue when you look at it from a lens close enough, and that is to actually clean bone. Their tongues actually is to clean fur off of them, and it's also to clean meat off of bones. So they literally can lick meat off of bones, but on pause, right? So
Wow.
yeah. So when you feel that roughness on your cat,
Now
that
these women
comes
gonna be
from
talking. I got a cat tongue out again.
yeah. So if you ever have a cat lick you and you feel that roughness, that comes from their ancestors, which actually house cats, the closest big cat that they're related to are tigers, specifically, not panthers, not lions, not a jaguar, not nothing. They're specifically a small version of a tiger. They're the smallest tiger version you can get. Handheld.
Oh,
Yeah,
handheld
basically.
tiger.
It's a handheld tiger because they do
Oh,
everything a tiger, the pouncing and everything. The only difference is big cats do not purr, only domestic cats. You will not hear a lion, nobody, a panther, jaguar, nothing's going to purr, cheetah, nothing except house cats.
that's crazy. Cause
And
imagine their
they
purr would be
and they
loud.
and they only and last but not least, they, for some reason, cats they don't meow to each other. They
What do
only
they
meow. They meow to humans. A cat can make over 101 different
say?
vocal sounds. They
But why
can
don't
do
they
different.
meow to each other?
No, scientists are still studying that. They only meow to us. They don't meow
How
to
do
each
they
other.
know
They
to
make
meow
different
to
noises.
us?
Like they'll do like a bird like chirp. They know how to do bird chirps. They know how to do whistles. A cat can whistle.
But how do they
It's
know
crazy.
we want that sound? That's crazy to
It's
have that
something that
embedded
they've
in them for
developed
all these
through
years.
time, through domestication.
Yeah,
That's
to
what they've
know that
developed.
we respond to that sound as opposed to any other
So
sound.
when they say that you usually get a better reaction from your pet when you use a higher pitched tone, a
Tone,
loving like
yep.
hey baby, hey baby,
Hey, baby.
you usually get a much better reaction when you respond like that, right? As opposed to aggressive. I'm talking about dogs and cats both, right? So
Right.
what it is that the cat is basically responding back. So when you talk in that high pitched voice, that's where they cats actually kind of develop.
Meow.
They
Oh,
develop the
okay.
meow. They develop the meow to communicate with us
With us.
specifically.
Oh, because we're like,
Other than
hi,
that, they
kitty,
got over
kitty.
100. Yeah, they got over 101. I mean, and I tell people, I challenge people, try your best. Think of every single sound you can do vocally, like a do do do, whatever it is. Brrr. Think of every single different sound and see if
Oh
you
my
can get
God. Did
wait
you?
and see if
Okay,
you
go
can
ahead.
get
I'm about to
and
see.
see if you can get past 10. I
And
can't.
see.
I'm around 5 to 6. They can do over 101 different vocal pitches and sounds. I can't even begin to think to get past 10. They don't meow to each other. They have over 101 different ways to communicate, all the way down to primarily sign language and hissing and so on and so forth. Like, for example, my cat, you know how I tell my cat to get away from something? I don't say get down or get away. I literally just do this. That's it.
What is that noise?
Like a tire,
You.
it's like a
Oh,
hiss. It's like a hiss. That's it. And when I tell you he scurries, like he gets down, he just goes. He leaves. It's nothing I have to say. I don't use no words. I just go. And he knows to get back, get away from that, move. That's all it takes.
yeah. I think I do that, and where I go like, or I make a noise. And then I think I do the clicking sound like when
That's another one.
some dogs they have like a clicker. They teach you they want you to use a clicker to train them. But I
That's
think
another one.
I do it my own. I've been doing it myself.
Yeah. I literally
Yeah, and he responds to that.
when I call Michi, I don't call his name. I be like,
Yeah, yeah, I make the same noise
yep, I just do that.
that he would hear with that clicker, and then he responds to every time. But usually I do that when we're walking because that's when that was. That's when
See,
you
this
have to use
crazy.
it when you're training them when you're walking with them.
This is crazy. I didn't know where he was. He literally he's sitting right behind me looking at me.
He like, oh shit, he
He
keep
just
talking
popped
about
up.
me.
No,
He
I
like, oh,
think
he
he
keep
heard me
talking
make that
about me.
noise. He heard me make that noise. Yeah, that's all I do.
Oh, he like, oh, okay, let
Mhm.
me.
Yeah, whenever I make that sound, that's all.
Oh,
I don't have to call. I mean, I can call his name. We're gonna get to that later, but yeah, like, nah, that's how I call him. I do that. He's on the way. You all of a sudden you'll hear bells jingling from around the house because I
oh,
keep a bell on because he's too quiet, he's too sneaky. So I always
oh
can hear him.
yes. My
Yeah, I
my
keep a
cats had to
bell
have a
on him.
bell. Yes, they did. Because
Yeah,
these
yeah,
little niggas was. I'll look up and like, how's you on the top of the refrigerator? It's so
yeah,
warm up
yeah,
there. But I be
yeah.
looking
Oh
like,
no, they
what the
love the top
hell?
of the. Oh yeah, he
I
loves the
need you
top of the
to. I
fridge.
need you to announce yourself when you come in the room, sir.
And then see the thing is, my old fridge was all black. He's all black.
Ooh, no, ma'am.
You know how many times I ain't even peep him on top of the fridge until he moved his head. I
Or
had to
open
see the
them eyes. You be like, what
yeah, I
the
had to see the
hell?
you had to see the golden eye. No, I mean that's what I'm saying because it was his eyes. Like once I what the he's sitting right up there the whole time. Yeah, all he gotta do is close his eyes and just like put himself in a perch position. You don't even see him.
And you like, screw me. And he look at you like, remember how Garfield used to be like sitting there like, lasagna, please. He like, when you
That's
done with that fridge, you're gonna go over here and get that catnip out. I'm gonna
that's a safety
administer
thing.
your duty.
That's a safety thing. That's why, if you notice, you can throw a ball for a cat that's much smaller than it. Don't ever get something like a soccer or kickball. Try to roll a kickball or something to a cat. 9 times out of 10, it's going to dart and move away and run. They don't like nothing bigger than them. nothing bigger than them. So what they do, they like to perch up on high places. So they want to feel like they're looking down to you. Now I don't know if it's like a arrogance complex, like but they don't like looking up to you too much. They also say with your dog or your cat, it's good to get down on the ground with them sometimes. I'm talking about
I mentioned that
I'm talking
earlier.
about like if you just sit on the carpet. I'm like if you just sit down
I
on your own
mentioned that
floor.
earlier too. I said get on the floor and
Yeah, they
when,
like for you
especially
to
when you're
get down
saying
low.
goodbye and you're about to leave out the house, like come down to his level. Always
Yeah.
come down to his level.
Yeah, they like you to do stuff, little stuff like that that a lot of people aren't aware of. But no,
Look,
go ahead though.
look.
Rock out. I can't see the video. I can't see it. You got us up here.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah,
Oh,
you got
hold
to
on.
switch back.
Oh, sorry. I know you. I'm like, did y'all hear that? It's probably super loud. Where is it? There it go. Oh, wait. Oh, that's what you were saying. You couldn't see it. Okay, there it go. All right, here we go.
Watch this funny.
Yeah.
Did you hear him? He was rocking out. He was rocking out. That cat was rocking out. That's so cute. Oh, wait. That was so cute. He was like, "Meow."
Well, let me know
Wait,
when you're ready for the next
I'm,
segment, though.
I was gonna let you go ahead. Yeah, I was gonna hold on. Let me get this other. Wait, I wanted to show you because wait, where is it? Oh, I was watching it earlier. Okay, well, how many more minutes do I have left in this video? Let's see.
Go ahead, do your thing.
Oh yeah, only a few more minutes left, and this is the last part of my video we're gonna talk about, and then we'll get into that one because it's gonna lead into how they know to choose you, and then we're gonna be able to talk about how they are able to understand us. Yeah, they do that. Aw. Aw.
Let me see something. Hit this. There we go.
Oh.
Hold on, wait a minute, Jen. Are you playing a video?
Oh, sorry. I'm like, can y'all see it?
No. Yeah, I'm about to say. I was wondering what you was.
You was like, what am I awing to? Because I said, "Aw." Okay, here you go.
Yeah, only you was looking at that.
Presence or absence of one human changed the entire architecture of how their brain moved through its nightly cycle. Think about what that means. Your dog's nervous system registered your absence even during sleep. They were not just comfortable near you, they were neurologically dependent on you for rest. The night they first chose your side was the night their brain quietly filed you under something it had never filed anyone under before. Safe. Essential. Mine. Number 7. Your voice became something they could not ignore, even over food. A follow-up study from the Emory University Neuroscience Research presented dogs with a choice between their owner's praise and a food reward. 13 out of 15 dogs showed brain responses to their owner's voice that matched or exceeded their response to receiving a treat. 13 out of 15 chose your voice over food. Not because they were told to, not because they were trained to respond that way, but because at some point, without any formal decision being made, your voice had been elevated in their brain to the category of the most rewarding thing they know. And this is connected to something else entirely. Researchers have found that when owners speak to dogs in that softer, slightly higher-pitched tone, the one that most people feel embarrassed about using in public, dogs respond with a level of attention they simply do not give to normal speech. A 2022 study from the University of Paris confirmed that cats showed the same pattern, and subsequent research extended it to dogs. They recognize their person's voice specifically when it carries that quality of warmth and directed affection. Your
Really? So your cat knows your voice and will prefer your
We're
voice
gonna
over
get
a
into
treat?
that. We're gonna get into
That's
that.
so
Um,
crazy. Okay, we'll finish this one up. Oh my God, that's crazy. I'd rather
but
hear
but
my
it's it's
my
it's
my
it's a
owner.
science. Yeah, but see, the thing about it is there's a science briefly for so you can push play. There's a science behind it, and the thing is, what's weird is that they found out that dogs and cats recognize different words and different pitches and different tones and everything else. So we're going to get into how dogs understand you, or if they can, and we're going to get into how cats understand you, or if they can. Rock out, Jen.
Wow, that's crazy. So your cat heard you was like, oh, he'd be like, respect meow. Okay.
Man, my cat,
dog
my cat
knows the
actually
difference between
no, real quick. No, I got a little clip. I should have pulled
He'd
it
be
up. I
like,
think I
respect
no.
meow
I'm gonna pull
meow.
it up. He literally does the respect because when I say it, I'll be like, respect, give me a high five. He literally sits there and gives me a high five. It's literally a handshake.
No.
I'm not playing. He even like I
Oh,
can feel him. He even like grips my
I
finger
wanna.
as
Oh
in to
my
like
God,
lock
he is
in.
so cute. I wanna hug
Yeah, he
him.
just yeah, he locks in. I'll show you the video. Go ahead.
Oh my
Crazy.
God, that's super cute. I can't.
Yeah,
I'm
he
about to cry
handshakes.
again this
Yeah, he
morning. I
high
already
fives and
cried this once.
handshakes. My cat high fives, he high five, handshakes, and he plays fetch. I'm not playing.
He
Dead
does
ass.
not
He plays
respect
fetch.
meow.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
you talking near them and you talking to them. They have known it for longer than you have realized. And every time you switched into that softer voice,
Oh.
something in their brain lit up in a way that nothing else could replicate. Number 8. The moment they brought you something
Oh
was the
yes.
moment they told you everything. This is the one. This is the sign that most people receive and almost never fully understand in the moment it is happening.
Shout out to
Your
King
dog
Pigs.
walks up to you carrying something. Maybe their favorite toy.
Oh.
Maybe a sock from the laundry basket. Maybe something
Hey,
so
sugar.
strange you cannot identify it at first.
Right.
They bring it.
So that makes sense, people, why you get half of a squirrel butt from your cat. Or when you you get a rope that's so soggily chewed up and was in the dirt, and that was his favorite rope that he buried, and then he went and got it. Now it's filled with doggy slob and dirt all over it, and he brings it to you like,
Right.
oh, I love you. Here's that. Because my mom called me real quick. My mom called me one day because we had an orange tabby. We had an orange tabby, and oh my gosh, and Chester, his name was Chester, and he would sit up on the top of the house like the Chester cat in Alice in Wonderland. His name was Chester, like the Chester cat, not Chester. So one day my mom called me up and she was like, "Yo, what the f in hell?" Right? And I'm like, "What's going on?" She was like, "There is a half of a rabbit, like the rabbit's back 2 legs and his tail was at the side of the on the deck." And my mom was like, and it's right there where she would go outside and sit and drink her wine and do her little, 420 thing. And he brought it to her and put it right in front of her chair between the door and the chair where she would sit at, where she would walk out of to go sit in the chair. And she was freaking out, like, what in the entire hell is this? And I had to let her know. I'm like, Mom, he just brought you a present. She was like, I don't know for present. It's not my birthday. It's not fucking Christmas. What the hell? She was not happy. She was like, what is this? And I said, oh, Lord, I had to tell her that he brought you a present, Mom. That's all that was. He actually
Ooh.
likes you. He brought you a rabbit ass.
Oh wow.
It was like, she was like, I'm not touching it. I'm not moving. I said, get the broom and pick it up. She's like, I'm not touching it. I can't do it. I said, oh, Lord. She's like, that means he where's the rest of the Maybe she was more concerned about where was the other half of the rabbit at. If that part was here, where's the other half? I said, he probably ate it. She's like, oh my God. I said, well, that's kind of what he is. I mean, that was like, he went to the restaurant, took himself out to eat.
I
Well,
I I never forget. I never
she was
forget.
freaking out. She couldn't take it. She
Yeah,
had to go smoke on that one.
I've gotten 3 gifts from Michi. 3 gifts that he's brought me. The first gift was a dead bird. Brought it in the house, dropped it at my feet, like, and
Here
then
you
walked away.
go.
And then
Yeah.
walked away. And
Flex.
you gotta respect the fact that they look at that as a badge of honor for them. That was a flex.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
nasty as it was for me. I had to get gloves in a plastic bag. The
How
second
dare
gift,
you not appreciate my
the
hard
second,
work?
the second gift was a dead lizard. Came in, dropped that at my feet. Dropped a dead lizard right at my feet. Dead ass. Seriously, because we got like grass lizards and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
So he
yo,
caught
those are
one.
the crowd
Uh-huh.
favorites.
He caught one, played with it somewhere in the corner till it died, and then he brought it to me when it was dead.
Yes. Yes.
And last but not least, I will never forget. He brought me a squirrel tail.
Yes. Yes.
Brought me a squirrel tail. Dropped it
Yes.
at my feet and walked off. The part that
Yes.
bothered me is that there was still some nerve movement in it,
Mm-hmm.
so it kind of flexed like an earthworm.
Yes,
Wasn't the
that's
greatest moment. Wasn't
disgusting.
the greatest moment.
No.
At least
No.
everything else was stiff when he brought it to me. That one still had life in it. So
It was
yeah,
still oozy, yes, like the
yeah,
cat, like the
yeah. It was like a
rabbit
furry.
tail.
It was like a furry ass caterpillar on my floor.
Yeah, that's not cool either. One
Yeah.
time Chester was playing with a chipmunk. He was sitting in the driveway and my mom was trying to pull up in the driveway. I guess she had just picked my sister up or something. And she was like, we can't even pull in the driveway. We have this half circle driveway, but the long part goes back into the garage. So she said, I'm just gonna back up because he wouldn't move. He wasn't moving until he was finished playing with his chipmunk. And he beat the chipmunk up and then he pulled up the chipmunk. He brought it into the garage and left it right there on the started when you walk out the side door to go into the garage. So he left it right there for my mom. He was like, yeah, I'm done with this one. I got it good and ready for you. I got it good and ready for you, Dad. Here you
Yeah.
go. That is cool. Oh
Yeah,
my
they do just be
gosh.
on. Yeah, they be on some other stuff. But go ahead, rock out.
Oh,
What
okay.
you got?
It to you,
Mhm.
and they drop it. And then they look at you.
Yes.
And then they look at the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then they look back at you. That sequence, the offering, the look, the
Oh.
invitation, is not random behavior. Researchers have identified at least 19 distinct intentional gestures that dogs use specifically to communicate with humans. Every one of them meets the scientific criteria for deliberate communication.
Wow.
But the gift-giving gesture is the oldest and the most loaded of all. In the wild, mother dogs bring back prey to their pups, not to show off, not for any social reason, but to teach. To say, here is something that matters, and I am sharing it with you because you matter to me.
Oh.
When your dog brings you something, they are running that same ancient program. They have sorted through everything in their world and found something worth offering to the one being they have chosen. You are receiving a gift from a creature whose entire language is made of movement and eye contact and breath. They do not have words. They cannot write it down or say it plainly. So they walk up to you with a toy in their mouth and they
They're
place it
watching
at your
TV.
feet and they look at you. And what they are saying, the whole complicated, beautiful truth of what they are saying, is that you are their person and
Oh.
they have known it for a long time and they wanted you to know it too. The moment your dog decided you were their person was not the first time you fed them, or the first time you took them for a walk, or the first time you called their name. It was earlier than that. It was quieter than that. It happened in a look they gave you when you were not paying attention. It happened in the way their muscles let go the first time they lay down beside you. It happened in the part of their brain that registers reward when it encountered your scent and decided, without any deliberate thought, without any calculation, that this was the smell of home. Your dog has been carrying that decision ever since. Every time they follow you down the hallway, every time they look up from across the room and hold your gaze just a second longer than necessary, every time they drop something at your feet and wait. That is not habit. That is not trained behavior. That is the echo of a moment that happened early and quietly and changed everything. They chose you before you knew you were being chosen, and they have never once second-guessed it. If you want to understand your dog more deeply, if you want to catch the signals they are sending every single day and actually know what they mean, subscribe.
All right. That was so good, guys. I like that. Oh, hey, what's up, King Pix? Hey. I like that. Oh my goodness. Oh, now it makes sense, like, right? A lot of stuff should make sense, right? So now we know they don't randomly just attack you, and that, you know, that sometimes your dogs can choose you, and their behavior is very much intentional. There's a lot of intentional expression, and I believe that if you can communicate with the animal, I think those people. I've read and researched that those people operate. People like me and you, Smitty, we operate on a little bit of a higher frequency because it's more challenging to communicate with something that literally cannot talk and only uses nonverbal communications. It's not the same thing as interacting with another human that you can understand human, actions. You have to completely interpret what is my cat trying to say, or what do they want after I done fed them, the litter box is clean, like all the elements, all the necessities are met. Now, what is it you still want? And they actually just only want you. Oh, that puppy baby. All right. So, is this you for me to show this video? Okay. All right.
Okay, so now what we're going to get into, ladies and gentlemen, is this segment of the show of can our animals understand us? So, when you're cussing them out, when you're talking to them loving, whatever it may be, you
That's
know what I'm
me.
saying? Do they actually understand what it is that you're saying? So, we're going to go ahead, we're going to get into this segment. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Let's go ahead and rock out. Thank you, Jen.
Hello. Those lovely people at the National Science and Engineering Competition have been gathering together head-squeezing science questions, and I have chosen my favourite. It comes from Luke at the Durham Johnston Comprehensive, and it is, can dogs actually understand words? A dog is a man's best friend, apparently. Admittedly, it's a best friend that chews through a man's furniture or defecates on his kitchen floor or headbutts all his mates in the crotch, but a best friend nevertheless. There are many apparently sane people who will come home of an evening and unload all their cares on their four-legged friend and look into those deep eyes and believe that they understand, sympathize even. But how much does the dog actually understand? Well, recent research suggests that a dog can learn up to 160 words. Although words in this case mean things like gestures, such as pointing, and signals, like whistling. But how do they do this? Often it's not what you say, but how you say it. Try this one. Take out your mobile phone and then hunch your shoulders and read all the names in your contact list out in a very low, angry voice to your dog. Chances are he'll become anxious and back away. Now do the same thing kneeling down so you're at the dog's eye level, relax your shoulders and do it in a cheery voice like that. He'll probably run over and lick your face, just as soon as he's finished licking his arse. This is because the dog uses all its previous experience of your tone and your body language to distinguish between when he's being reprimanded and when he's being praised.
So what they're speaking about briefly, just to give it a quick pause, is that this is more so about sign language, and it's about repetitive. You see what I'm saying? It's about repetitive tone. That's what I was looking for. Repetitive tone. So depending on the tone in which that you're using, depends on if they grasp it right then and there. And most of us, when you have your dog, we usually, certain things we say, if you think about it, we hone in and we say it the same way. Like if you be like, no, it's like you say no, how you say no, exactly how you say no. And you can see how immediately they'll go ahead and react and look at you. Right. Same
Yes.
thing with come here.
I have a few cues
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that where
Everything
it's
else, lay down.
it's come on, go lay down. Like go lay down.
Yeah.
Come on.
Hmm.
When we're out, I say, come
Right.
on,
Yeah.
let's
And
go,
I'm sure
come on.
you say it the same way.
You have to
Right.
because
Like go lay
if you
down.
change it, it won't. It doesn't.
Right.
They look at you
It don't
confused.
click.
So you have to say
Yeah.
it the
It don't
same
click.
way. But even when I come in
And
the door, I was mentioned earlier. Oh, when I mentioned the 10 things, we went over the things that you should do when you leave your dog alone. When I come in, I say hello the same way I say it every time when I come in the house, so that he knows that that's the sign of me. You know what I mean? It all means the same thing, and then it goes down that same pattern of everything else. Like you want to eat, you want to go outside.
basically, yeah. Yeah. You get it. Right. 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 And so like, right. 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 So like every time, like if I say, Michi don't go outside. Outside is like he'll just sit on the front porch. Literally, that's it.
It's like okay, I'm out. Literally, I'm good. I'm out,
Outside,
and
like
there it
running.
is.
Yeah, nah. Even when he brought me those gifts, that was like everything he got right there from the front porch. Like the bird was already right. Somehow or another, a bird died on he brought it in the house.
Mm-mm.
So he don't leave. But my point is that if I say go outside, I say the exact same way. I'd be like, go outside. Literally, it's like a pitch, it's a wave. Go outside. Go
Mm-hmm.
outside. Go
That's why he
outside.
said you can read your contact list. You can go through your contact
Right.
list, Johnson, and and say it the same way. Or
Right.
but then you remember you see the video. I don't know if you've seen the video of the black guy that was like all he does is videos of white women who pick up random animals, right? But in every
Right.
video of the woman, those white women, they say the same. He said you could say ABC, you could be speaking a whole nother language, but as long as you say, "Hey, baby, come here, hey, baby," and that dog will start coming to them, all those white women have that in common. And the guy makes a video of it because he says that, they basically can find a dog anywhere or a cat anywhere, and just all of a sudden that cat feels comfortable to go with them, and that dog feels comfortable to go with them. But that's the one thing they all have in common. They use that high pitch and they use that soft little tone, and
Exactly.
somehow makes the dog comfortable with you, brings them to him.
Exactly.
A complete
Yeah.
stranger. You don't even
Yep.
got to know you.
Yeah. Let's
And
go
that
ahead
little,
and
yeah, that sound too with the cats. Oh,
let's get back to the video. I digress. My mic is muted. The time right now was 1:47 p.m. East Coast Standard Time. Let's rock out.
In the case of the latter, he'll probably want a dog biscuit.
hmm.
Some dogs can retain as much information as a parrot or even an ape. And if the owner of a dog uses the same word over and over again to refer to an object or an action, the dog will eventually correlate the two. So the cry of walkies sends him bounding to the door, whereas the cry of bath will send him cowering under the bed. But some dogs are really special. In 2005, German researchers carried out an experiment on a border collie called Rico, who apparently had a vocabulary of 200 words. 10 items familiar to Rico were placed in another room, and he could fetch.
I wish he tells us what the breed is. It looks like it could have been a border collie from this example.
I
But
thought
let's
that he
see.
just said that.
He did say a border collie?
Go back 10 seconds. I thought he said the researchers did
Okay. Yeah. Let me go back.
Okay.
Maybe he did because border collies are supposed to be the smartest dog
Yeah.
out of all breeds. Yeah, let's go.
Familiar to Rico were placed in another room, and he could fetch each one words. 10 items familiar to Rico were placed in another room, and he could fetch each one when verbally instructed. And then if an unfamiliar item was added in the other room, he could still fetch that by a process of elimination around 70% of the time. Remarkably, he could also fetch these unfamiliar items in a new test with new objects a month later. What Rico was doing was practicing fast mapping, the ability to remember an object after you've seen it only once, and this put him on a par with a 3-year-old child. Except, of course, that a 3-year-old child can understand an abstract concept. So to the child, the word crayon could also be associated with a drawing. But to Rico, the word crayon simply meant fetch the crayon and you'll get a pat on the head. Still, Good dog. Sadly, not all animals are equal, and certainly not all dogs. Along with Border Collies, the brightest breeds include the German Shepherd, the Poodle, and the Golden Retriever. Whilst at the other end of the scale, the runts of the litter are the Chow Chow, the Bulldog, and bottom of the pile, the Afghan Hound. But this
Wow.
Yep, bulldogs are dumb.
is only because those breeds at the top are the newest, and humans have been hardwiring and programming them since they arrived. But let's keep a sense of perspective about this. If your dog's called Fido and you come home from a bad day at work and say, "Fido, I've had a terrible day and I hate my boss," chances are the only word he'll understand is Fido.
Yeah. Nah, that's a fact.
That's why Goldens are often Golden Retrievers are often medical support animals. So that because they can go because remember the last video we know they can smell cancer, they can smell a seizure coming, right? So for those individuals who have epilepsy and have seizures and they need to sit down, that's why they often have a Golden Retriever, because of that very reason that what you just showed. They're very smart and they're very receptive to human. And on top of that, they can smell 10,000 times more, which means they can smell the seizure coming. So that's why they're probably at the top of the list too.
I'm surprised they didn't put Labradors up there, because Labs and Goldens.
Labs stay young they stay babies like a long time. Like not they stay babies, but
I know what you're saying.
They're so playful and they take
right.
They take a longer time to mature to where they can. The older labs, that's why you see older labs are like for the firefighters, and they go in and once they get older, they can go in and they can be trained too, but they got to calm down, because that lab, you're not getting nothing for the first 3 years. You're just gonna have to find that dog, calm them down. He done chewed stuff up, and then once they calm down, then that's when you can. But they can still be taught to search and rescue stuff, but they don't. Man, they play too much. For a long, we had a lab that literally dragged my little sister. My sister couldn't run that fast, and we're telling her to let go of the leash, and we look outside, and she's literally being dragged by Riley, and Riley was a bright yellow golden blonde lab.
I see.
Ronnie was not playing.
So, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do now is we're going to switch it over. We're going to do this next segment. And Jen, if you like, I'm just checking on you. I also have our animal of the day, our exotic animal of the day. And it's just like a few fun facts. And it's a short video, so we can just learn about other exotic animals as well. Okay, so this right here is the segment of cats. Now, dogs understand, as we just learned, ladies and gentlemen, more so through a pitch, right? The pitch and tone, as well as signaling like whistles and things of that nature, right? Even certain grunts or sounds, right? So now we're going to get into how does the feline side of this work? Meow already. Let's go ahead and get it.
Why your cat suddenly perks up when you mention treats, but completely ignores you when you're telling them to get off the counter? Turns out there's actual science behind what your cat understands and why they sometimes choose to ignore you. Today, we're diving deep into cat psychology to
I just wanted to let people know the psychology behind that in my household is he's just being an asshole. That's it. He's just being a dickhead.
Uncover 5 words your cat truly understands. And number 3 is a total game changer. Before we reveal the magic words, let's clear something up. Do cats really understand words like dogs do? According to a 2019 study from the University of Tokyo, cats can recognize and distinguish human words, but they don't react the same way dogs do. Unlike dogs, who were bred to follow human commands, cats evolved as solitary hunters, and they don't have the same social dependency on us. But that doesn't mean they're clueless. It's quite the opposite. Think of dogs as that eager student always raising their hand, while cats are more like that genius who sits in the back of the class, pretending not to pay attention, but actually absorbing everything.
And that's what cats do. They actually say from study, because a lot of people be uncomfortable with it, maybe from superstition, whatever it may be, or just like from a human perspective, why that junk keep staring at me? Believe it or not, actually, when your cat just stares at you, You always see it like somehow it just finds its way to creep up somewhere, perch, and just look at you. That's a sign of affection. They actually are intrigued by you. They're actually very interested in you. Has nothing to do with anything nefarious. They're actually just analyzing you. They're absorbing energy. I mean absorbing information. They're just downloading it. And then from there, they start to move how you move in a sense. Like, for example, if I take a nap, my cat's taking a nap. There have been times I would wake up and his ass is not too far away, laid out. And it's something about when I get up and I start moving around, I turn the TV on or what have you, his ass is now up. You see him get to stretching. He's moving. He's ready to go. Your pet genuinely adapts to how you are. If you're real hype and you're real everything, that's how your pets are going to be generally. If your household is calm and it's more serene, more tranquil and things of that nature, that's generally how your pets are going to be. They're going to be on some laid back stuff. They're not going to be all jumping all over everything and being crazy and scratching and biting up stuff. Generally speaking, you do have your special cases though. Let's go.
Dr. Atsuko Saito, a Japanese researcher in feline behavior, found that cats recognize their names even when spoken by strangers. In fact, cats don't just recognize.
That's a fact. There have been some people who will come here, relatives, friends, whoever. Michi, he eyes up, he perking, he turns his head, he comes right over, and what does he do? Meow. Something he does not. Something he refuses to do to his wife. He never meows to his wife. So I don't know how
he proposed.
But he got it. Yeah. He proposed. He proposed by biting on the back of her. Yeah, he proposed by biting on the back of her neck, and he just gave it to her.
Right.
That was the proposal.
He was like, "We're married now. I bet you."
And you know what's crazy? She's been chasing his ass around the house ever since.
Oh.
Usually, yeah. She's chasing him. No, but I think it's more antagonizing. I don't think it's a loving chase. No. It's not. Come here, boy. It's like, yeah, nigga, I've caught you again. It's wild. Yeah, lady be going off.
Names. They can actually understand human vocabulary. Not only that, but they associate certain words with actions, emotions, and routines. So yes, your cat knows more than you think. Unlike dogs, who rely on verbal cues and commands, cats associate words with experiences. If a word consistently leads to something meaningful, like food or affection, your cat will pick up on it. But because cats don't rely on social approval like dogs, they may not outwardly respond even when they understand. Now, let's break down the 5 words your cat actually understands. Word number 1.
Before apiculturable.
So we're going to get into that. Yep, let's go ahead and get right back to it. Let's go.
Their name. This one's obvious but also proven by science. Your cat knows their name.
And right now, the reason why that cat's eyes are slit like that, ladies and gentlemen, who might be wondering, is it evil? No, it's not. That is a superpower. Their eyes are able to contract like that on the pupil because that is too like, it's like putting on shades. You know how when the sun is too bright or a light is too bright, what would we do? We'll put our hand in front of our face to kind of block it. We'll get a hat, like a sun hat, to block out the shade, or we'll put on sunglasses or shades. That's basically their version of sunglasses and shades. If you get them in a dimmer version of the area, that's when you get that anime, real bubbly, pop out round eyes. So their eyes actually, their pupils do round out. They don't stay like that. They only are like that when in intense enough of light. And that's their shades naturally without having to put them on.
A study published in Scientific Reports tested how cats react to their names compared to other random words. The researchers found that even when spoken by strangers, cats responded to their names by flicking their ears, turning their head, or twitching their tails.
Facts. I will call Michi at times, and the only thing he does is flick his ears back to us. Say he got his back to me. He's looking out the door, right? He got his back to me. I'll call him, Michi.
And he'll flip
all
his
he'll
ears
do,
back.
them
Yep.
ears will come right on back, and then he pops the tail. The end of that tail will pop, pop, pop. He just acknowledged me. Just because he didn't
Yep.
turn around and come walk over and everything else, trust me, that's his way of saying, "What's going on, Dad?"
Beans does that too when we're walking, and if we go for when we're going for a walk, um, I'll call his name and he'll turn his ear back, or sometimes he'll turn to the side, but he won't even be looking. I can see him looking back at me, but his face will be facing forward, like his eyes will be. You look at someone on the side eye.
Right.
Yep, and
Because
he'll turn his ears
basically he's
back.
on
Yep.
alert. Right,
Yep,
right.
he's
But the
on. He's
ears,
trying to watch the front and still acknowledge that I called him. Like, I
so
see you back there.
so
Wow, that's crazy.
yeah, so look at their ears, like whichever direction, like right now you see this cat's ears facing forward. That means that whatever is going on, it's just like the face. The
It's
ears
right in
are match
front.
right, they're facing front. So whatever's in front of him, that's where the sound is trajected, right? If they go to the side, you already know, back, so on and so forth. The direction of their ears lets you know which area they're listening out for, just as much as we turned our head and put our hand to
Mhm.
our ear. It's the same thing.
Cats prioritize their name as an important sound, but whether they choose to respond depends on their mood. Unlike dogs, who are eager to please, cats react only when they want.
Oh yeah, they assholes. They assholes.
Not you
Try
said it
calling your
outright.
cat's name in a neutral tone, then in a happy voice, then in an annoyed voice. See if they react differently. Most cats respond better to a soft, high-pitched
Uh-oh.
voice, like
Mhm.
we use when talking to babies. So maybe if they're ignoring you, you just neaten your words.
Nope,
If your
not at
cat
all.
seems to
If I say get your treat, come get your treat. There is so much perkiness, tail up in the air,
Mm-mm.
hopping up on the ready to go, want to sniff the bag. Which flavor is this? Is this chicken, fish, beef? Which one is it?
Aw.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's definitely like this. So they do recognize these things. The thing is that it's again, it's about like repetitiveness. Like for example, I just fed him about an hour ago. He
Mhm.
knows
That don't mean
to come
nothing.
down. Nah, nah, yeah, nah. I'm just saying as far as like, but he knows around between noon and 1, come on down and get your food.
Oh.
Because he gets fed twice a day. He gets fed like around 5 in the morning, early, early, right? How animals do. Then he gets one more feeding around the afternoon. That's it. Then maybe I'll give him like a little small thing of treats at the end of the night, right? But yeah, so that's what they do recognize is treats, their names, and we're gonna get to the rest of them right now. Let's go.
Aw.
researchers found that cats link specific sounds to rewards. So words like food, eat, or treat trigger an instant reaction. Cats learn food words through classical conditioning every time you say treat and give them food.
No,
Their
classical
brain builds a
conditioning.
link between the word and reward. They can recognize words even in different tones, and some cats even learn the sound of specific food containers. Try saying
That is an absolute 1000%
Yes, that's when
fact.
you shake the bag. They know that. You be like,
No,
how?
when I
How did
no, when
you ain't hear me say nothing else. You ain't came to here. Anytime I called you, but I open up this street
I'm in
bag and
a
you,
I'm
how
in
the
the man
hell?
cave. Right now I'm in the man cave. So his bowl is down here. His wife's bowl is upstairs. I don't know why they just get fed separate. It's been some problems. So listen.
Mm-hmm. They have, we talked about that, resource guarding. They both
Yeah,
have resource guarding
so
issues. Yep. Mm-hmm.
yeah. So her stuff upstairs. So anyway, I shit you not. He can be upstairs, anywhere upstairs. He's nowhere down here in the man cave. All I gotta do is grab that can of Fancy Feast, and as soon as I crack it, when you pull that and you crack that little crack sound,
Mm-hmm.
All you hear is bells jiggling
Oh yeah, when the crown, when
from
it that
all the
that
way
first,
upstairs,
yeah, that first
all the
sound.
way upstairs. Yep, and yep, that crack. Yep, that when you stop, that pop the seal sound.
Mm-hmm.
His ass will be on his way, smooth on down. It
He
never
say, "Here I
fails.
come, here I come."
I don't have to say, come get your food. I don't have to say nothing. All I have to do is just make sure that basement door is cracked open so he can get, come down himself. And
Mm-hmm.
as soon as I crack that can, I don't care where it's at in the house. Because remember, cats have 40 times the hearing of a human, and I think dogs have up to 75 times of a human hearing. So he hear that can crack, that's it. He on his way. Oh, he know the sound of that can. Only thing he be picky about, he don't like chicken.
Mm.
Yeah, I had to find that out the hard way. Had to take a lot of cans back. He don't like
Oh
chicken.
wow.
Nah. He like anything seafood. He likes beef, and that's primarily. Oh, he don't like turkey either. No, he don't do nothing chicken. I can't get him nothing chicken.
Treat in a
Wow.
totally different tone.
Yeah, he's spoiled. He's spoiled.
Well,
He ain't
mine
trying.
is spoiled too. He likes bison and lamb. So yeah, he likes that
Sound.
more than beef, and he likes that over beef. He likes chicken over beef, but he likes bison, lamb, and turkey. Yeah, he's
That's
spoiled.
what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, sounds like he has a good palate. Your dog has a good palate. Let's
Yeah.
go.
See if your cat still reacts. Some cats learn from tone and context, while others just recognize the sound of the word itself. Word number 3, no. This one might shock you. Cats actually understand the word no.
Okay, well, if he does, then he's going to start have to acting like it, because his ass gonna have to start acknowledging that one right there, Mr. Narrator. I'm sorry, because that one don't seem to work. That
He
don't
don't
work
act
at all.
like he know what that word. He got selective memory.
Yeah, that word don't work. That word don't work in this house.
Understand negative commands better than we think.
Do
But
we?
here's the catch. They just don't care because they just have a completely different value
don't.
system.
Does that look like the face?
No,
Does that
not
look
in
like
your
the face?
face. He said they just don't care.
They
Dogs
don't.
don't have that option.
They really don't.
That's
And
crazy.
the way they really see, and they do little like asshole
That's
stuff.
crazy that they
They do
have an
little.
option to care.
Yeah, they do little asshole moves to let you know how much they don't care. Like for some reason, they just love to lay right where they know your path of travel is.
So when
in
they
the
be knocking stuff off the counter, they do be knocking stuff off the counter because they know they be
They
like,
don't
"Fuck
care.
you, fuck my human."
Well. Actually, believe it or not, that's kind of their way of like, I want attention at the moment.
Oh, but how are they gonna? Come
Petty.
on now, you know that you gonna knock off a glass. You
Yeah,
don't walk
yeah,
past all this
It's
stuff to go knock this thing off.
yeah. And because what they're saying is, I don't feel like coming up to rub against your leg. So can you come over here? So I'm gonna knock something off the counter, get your attention. 'Cause
No,
I
we're
don't
not
even
doing
feel
that.
like
We're
making a
not
sound.
playing to knock something off to get.
Yeah. It can be very arrogant at times. It can be very arrogant.
Wow, how
I
dare
blame
you? All
I
you eat
blame
is
Pharaoh.
canned food.
I do. I blame Pharaoh. I blame
And the
Pharaoh.
Egyptians, right? Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
blame
Walk like an Egyptian. Blame
them
them,
for this
all
attitude.
them. Mm-hmm.
Cats actually process it through a sophisticated decision-making system that rivals a teenager's ability to ignore their parents. While
What?
dogs have been bred for thousands of years to want our approval, cats are still essentially wild animals in fancy furry suits. Why don't cats obey no? Unlike dogs, who rely on social rewards, cats weigh the cost versus benefit of ignoring you. If misbehaving is more rewarding or fun than stopping, they'll keep going. They prioritize their own desires over social approval.
Hold on.
Here's what's happening in your cat's brain.
Pause. So you telling me that the cat is that little ass badass kid and the dog is a good kid? Period.
Yeah.
Period. Because you're not gonna sit here and tell me that
if
you
you
just
wanna look at it-
wagered the cost,
Well,
the
not the
cause and
bad.
reward.
Not the bad kid, Jen. Let's say more so of the antisocial kid of the house.
No,
the kid
that's that
never wants
kid
to
that
come
looked at you and
downstairs.
you said, "Don't do that," and they hold it right. They said, "Don't you drop that," and that little kid looked dead at you and you laughed and then dropped it. That's the cat. That's what he just said. That cat is literally wagering. You said no, and the cat is looking at you like, nigga, if you could catch me faster, then I could drop this shit and I'm gonna be out. Where they don't, that's that little kid that is holding that shit over the edge of the little baby kid that's sitting on it, holding the milk, the cup on. You say, don't you pour it on the ground. And he looked dead at you and laugh and pour it on the ground. That's what he just said the cat did. Would look dead at you and be like, okay, now what?
Ladies and gentlemen,
That is
ladies
bad.
and gentlemen, I would like to remind you that felines are angels. Have you ever looked into the eyes of a beautiful kitten? They
Yes,
are
I
some of the most
know. Yes.
well-behaved angels on planet Earth. And what it is that they're just misunderstood, ladies and gentlemen. That's all this is.
Mm-mm,
All right.
mm-mm,
So just imagine, see, you got to see yourself in that cat, ladies and gentlemen. You have to
mm-mm,
recognize that once upon a time you felt misunderstood. You may even still feel that way today.
mm-mm,
Now look into the eyes of that furry little loved one right there, and you just see yourself right now, minus the whiskers.
mm.
Okay. So I
Let me just
just wanted to
put
go
a
ahead.
disclaimer out there that the thoughts and feelings and all that you just said are of Smitty and Smitty only, because that sounds like a bad kid to me. They're gonna sit here and go decide on if you want to be good. Boy, you know, sit your
Yes, they definitely are a unorthodox form of being well behaved. All right. We just don't seem to get how that corresponds to well behavior, because see, what you got to recognize is what they're doing is keeping us sharp. When they knock the milk glass onto the floor, that's to get you to stay on point of keep the house clean. They're letting
no,
you know I don't
no,
like milk.
no,
You see, so
no.
we just got to recognize how all of this really just
You're not
kind of
gonna
goes.
tell me you're not gonna keep me on my P's and Q's and kitties. No, we're not doing them. That is so funny.
We
That is
just
so
want to
funny
see, like,
though.
what if that was a burglar? How fast would you respond? I'm just checking
Right.
your reflexes,
Made you look. Ooh.
because me, I can smack a cobra on the head before it can strike. It's on YouTube. You should look at it.
Mm-mm.
That's what the cat is saying. Let's keep
Mm-mm.
going. Let's keep going.
when you say no. First, they analyze your tone. Yes, they absolutely know you're not happy. Then, they weigh the potential consequences against the reward of continuing their behavior.
Anytime I've raised my voice in the house, like I could have been on the phone arguing. His ass
Mm-hmm.
would dart off and disappear, and he won't show face for at least about an hour.
Right, because he think you
Finally,
mad at
and
him.
this is the mind-blowing part, they make a conscious choice about whether to listen. Let me show you what this looks like in action. Notice how cats will often pause briefly when they hear no? That's not hesitation. That's literally their brain running calculations. And here's the most recent discovery. A 2023 study from the University of Helsinki found that cats who regularly ignore no actually score higher on problem-solving tests. These little rebels aren't being difficult. They're showing off how smart they are. Want to make no more effective? Instead of just saying no, redirect your cat's attention to something they are allowed to do and reward them with praise or a treat if they listen. Think of it this way. Your cat understands no, but they're waiting for you to make a better offer. Cats actually respond most strongly to the quiet, disappointed tone. But here's the catch. They only care if they've bonded with you first. Before we reveal the next two words, hit that subscribe button.
Imagine being able.
That's
So
so crazy.
Let's go.
That will help you strengthen the bond with your cat. Word number 4, come here. Now, let's talk about the phrase that every
Aw.
cat owner dreams of mastering. Come here. Here's what's fascinating. Researchers discovered that cats actually process this command differently from dogs. While dogs are naturally wired to respond to social cues, cats need a really good reason to come when called. They're like tiny freelance contractors.
Basically, if it's nothing in it
Not
for
a
me,
tiny freelance contractor.
yeah, yeah. So pretty
What?
much, yeah. If it's nothing in it for me, I really
Oh.
don't have a reason to be here. Like money talks, bullshit walks.
They need to know what's in it for them. Dr. Sarah Ellis from International Cat Care found something incredible. Cats can learn to respond to come here with up to 80% reliability. But here's the catch. It all depends on how you've programmed that phrase into their memory. Think about it. When do you usually say, "come here," to your cat? If you're like most people, it's probably when you want them to stop doing something naughty, right? Well, that's exactly why your cat might be giving you the cold shoulder. Instead, try this game-changing approach. Start using "come here" only when something amazing is about to happen. Maybe it's dinner time. Maybe you're about to open a fresh can of tuna, or maybe you're holding their favorite toy or treat. The key is consistency and positive association. But here's the really cool part. Over time, cats develop what scientists call anticipatory behavior. They'll start responding to "come here" even when they can't see the reward, just because they've learned that good things happen when they do. It's like they're thinking, well, last time I checked, this human's pretty reliable with the treats.
Oh,
So can they actually understand you?
they
Technically,
remember the word too. So they
right.
remember and understand because now they do the same thing kids do, right? They associate the reaction to the word because kids, that's how they learn English. No, no, no. Hot, good boy, good job, come
Now,
to
see,
mama.
this is the thing, though. This is the thing, though, Jen. What's really being said, ladies and gentlemen, is that it's not like, besides like their name, treats, things of that nature, majority of when you're speaking to them has a lot to do with the tone again in which you're talking to them, but it has more so to do with the reward aspect. So more than your words being what it is that they're responding to, cats, that being freelance loader, right? They are coming
Freelance
through.
contractors is crazy.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So they are more so responding to what's in it for me. Like, what am I about to get up out of this? So as long as you continuously reward them, then you're not going to keep them away. Like, matter of fact, perfect example. Why do you think they even say with stray cats, don't feed one? Because they'll what?
They'll never leave.
They'll never, right there. It
But
has
that's the same
nothing to
thing with
do
a
with
dog
you.
too.
It has nothing to do with you as a person. It has more so to do with, this is where I find treats.
That's the same thing with a
So,
dog too, though. You don't feed a stray dog. He's gonna
but we're
always go
talking
where
about
he's
felines right
fed.
now, Jen. We got done with the dog
Okay,
section. We're
I'm
about
just saying
to
it's not.
actually
It wasn't. I didn't know it was breed.
messing with you. I'm messing with you, fam.
Oh,
Messing with you, girl.
I'm
I'm
like,
just
wait a minute. Even a
um
human, no, a person, he can't get rid of a nigga. You feed him. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, but you know something though? Nah, but you know something though. Honestly, you can, like, let's be for real. Out of the dog and the cat, you can get a dog to come here just by saying "come here," and then you ain't got nothing but a pet for him, or
Hmm.
or you can nothing. You can just say "come
That's
here."
like they
Sit.
button rub too, though.
Right,
They
right, right.
like
But
that.
wait, you can tell a dog just come here, sit,
Hmm.
lay down, and they'll just sit and lay down next to your feet and just stay right there. And you read
Hmm.
paper or something, or keep knitting, or whatever you're doing. Cats ain't going for that. You gotta have something in it for them. And even when you got something in it for them, they gonna get that and then
Hmm.
roll out. They may stick
Like I'm
around for a
good.
second.
I got my 3 pets
Yeah,
and
that's
my
it.
my
That's it.
treat.
Yeah, yeah. This is really just the pickup. It's just the pickup. Look, you gotta stick and move out. You know how we do. You stick and move. Don't stay nowhere too long. That's how them peoples get you. You don't stay nowhere too long. That's how that cat
That
get
is so
So,
cute, though.
might as well see what they want.
Might
Word
as
number
well.
5. Good job. Now for our final word. And this one's actually pretty emotional because it turns out
I ain't gonna lie. It's not good job for me. The one that I got for Michi is get it. He
Oh,
actually, nah, for real. Like if I say, get it, Michi, get it. Like he really gets in like dog attack mode. It's real weird. He actually does.
oh,
It's like he knows we're on a hunt right now. Like if I say that, he'll actually respond. It's wow. It's
that's like
really.
if I say,
I think I need to get I think I need to get my GoPro going. I got a GoPro. I
I
just
know
can't.
I need to get something like that too, because y'all need to see when I say go.
Yeah, I
I
think
said
I need to
go
start
see.
getting some
I said
footage.
go see. Wait, he can't hear me. See, he can hear me. Shit.
I think I'm gonna start using it, John. I think I'm gonna just get it. I've had it for about a year, never took it out the box. I shit you not.
I need to get one because the stuff
Never took
that
it out the box.
I can't even explain, and I'm running out of room on my phone. But if I say certain words, I don't know, I never trained him necessarily, but I guess yeah, like you said, the
No,
sound of
no,
my
no.
voice.
You have actually through anything that is repetitive that you see, training is not
Well, yeah, I didn't like
just like
make
I
a
taking them
formal
like class.
training
Like,
like I'm
yeah,
sitting.
yeah,
Yeah, I never did like sit down
right.
and
The
I
training
did
is
some
you all
things
every
like
day.
that with the treats, but not just like
Yeah.
I'm gonna train you to attack someone. But I guess I did train them to attack ish.
Don't you know how you ladies do that finger thing now? It's like your little index and your thumb, and y'all be tapping it when it
Oh,
like
the clock
something
the
said.
T.
There we go. For D boy, that meant speak. He'll bark and
Oh
that meant speak. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You do that. You tap your like index and thumb.
no!
Yeah, you tap your index and thumb. Oh yeah, he'll bark
Oh my goodness, that's so
instantly.
cute.
Instantly. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He knew how to stand up. Before his hips got bad, he was old. Oh yeah, D boy can stand up on his hind legs. You know what I'm
And
saying?
speak.
Everything.
I love dogs that can do that.
So the ones I had him that he knew how to do was, I mean, literally, he knew how to roll over, of course, sit, lay down. That was automatic. Man, that was automatic. That was so clean. And speak. Yep.
Oh,
Roll over, lay down, sit, speak. Oh, and stand. Get up. Like I wouldn't say
like get
stand, but
up.
I say get up. Yeah, get up, get up, get up. And he'll go ahead and stand up on it. You know how they do the little dancing on their hind legs and everything, kind of got their little paws up.
Especially for him being so little teeny bitty.
Yeah, yeah.
That's so
He was
cute
bigger than
though.
you think, though. I told you that. Nah,
No, I
nah,
know
D
he's a
boy.
mini, but
Yeah.
him being a little
Oh yeah,
bitty, that's
compared to
different than
big
somebody
dogs.
standing
Yeah,
up on their hind
yeah.
legs and all of a sudden they 5 feet tall. You like, what the
Oh
hell?
nah, 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 nah,
You like, wait, you was just
nah,
at my knees. Now all of a
nah.
sudden
But
you
when
all the
he
way in my
stand
face.
up, nah. But when he stood up, he came up. I'm 6 feet tall. When he stood up, he came up to about my belly button.
Yeah, that's not
He wasn't.
bad.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
not bad at all. He
that's
wasn't.
a
He
little
wasn't that
bitty
small.
dog. Yeah,
Yeah, no,
but
he came up to about my
my
belly button.
dog
I'm six
stands
feet.
up and he is now 5 feet and I'm only 5'4". My dog is literally 5'1"
I
when he
get you.
stands on his hind legs. And you're like, whoa, no. Yeah, I had a Chihuahua before, so I know what you mean. He was right there on his knee. He was, oh, you're 12 feet old. Look at you.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
speaking of that,
That's different.
your blanket. I mean, my bad. Shirt is on its way.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
Yeah, I sent it to the apartment. So, but nah, I said blanket because I just thought about that when you said your height. I'm like, this shirt gonna swallow her butt. This gonna be a snuggie.
No, it's gonna be a snuggie. It's funny.
It's gonna be a snuggie. Anyway, let's go and get back to it. I digress. My mic is muted. Let's rock out.
Our cats might care more about our praise than we ever realized. In 2021, researchers at Oregon State University made a discovery that shocked the cat behavior world. They found that many cats actually preferred human interaction and praise over food. But here's where it gets really interesting. The study found that cats are incredibly tuned in to the emotional state of our voices. When we say good
Aw.
kitty or good job, they're not just hearing the words, they're processing our emotional state, our body language, and even tiny changes in our facial expressions. Dr. Kristen Vitale, who led the study, found something remarkable. Cats who received consistent verbal praise along with physical affection showed stronger bonds with their owners and were more likely to seek out human interaction in the future. It's like every good kitty is actually building a stronger relationship. Think of it this way.
Aw.
When you praise your cat, you're not just saying words. You're creating what scientists call a positive emotional feedback loop. Your cat does something adorable. You say good job in that special voice we all use with our cats. And
Good
your cat learns
job.
that making you happy leads to feeling good themselves.
Aw.
That's a bet. You can pull that one down, Jen, because that's the end of that one. Look, but like
Aw.
I want to actually hype us up, Jen. Like, so look, you know what's crazy? You remember an old cartoon that was called Tom and Jerry?
Mm-hmm.
And this whole cartoon that we all know called Tom and Jerry was revolved around a cat chasing a mouse. Jen, I'm gonna pull this video up. This is so entertaining. It's short. It's a short video. This guy right here has a lit like so in his country, like there are European countries where let me go ahead. There are European countries where they have a rat infestation from rats to
Mm-mm.
muskrats. Yeah. So look at what this guy does, right? So he has a tag team duo that catches rats. And the thing is, the reason why I said Tom and Jerry, because there's no cats involved in this video, ladies and gentlemen. Cats are not the master rat hunters. Let's look at who really is the master rat hunter, because they catch muskrats that devastate the crops and the land. So they're like more of a invasion. You know, it's an
Mhm.
invasive species that they're trying to get out of here. But look at this video right here on how this guy catches muskrats and rats in the field.
Oh, there's another one! Woo! Get outside, get outside! Okay, he's pumped.
Hey!
He uses a mink. He uses a duo combination of Batman and Robin. He uses a mink and he uses a dog, not a cat. There's no cats catching these. It's a mink and a dog. And look at how he's able to train them.
No, there's another one. There's another one, Joe. Behind you, behind you. My name's Joseph Carter, and I am the Mink Man.
When I was a senior in high school, I started learning about the American mink. I was told that mink were horrible, vicious little animals who are impossible to tame. Challenge accepted. I've been in love with mink ever since. I get mink from fur farms and give them a new life. In this new life, my mink live as naturally as possible, even hunting for their dinner the way a wild mink would. So come join me on my adventures as we learn more about this intense little predator, the amazing American mink. You can see he's still here because look at all the tracks. All these little muskrat tracks everywhere. And if you look right here, those little floating pellets, those are muskrat pellets, also known as poop. And you see all the little plants at the roots he's been feeding there. So super active. We know there's got to be one close by, if not right here. So let's let Brock see if he can catch him a muskrat.
So let's see what we got right here. We're gonna get through this real quick because this is
Oh
a
my
short
God!
video.
Did you see this comment? Hold on. Shout out to the
What?
comment. Read that.
You guys have no idea how badly I think YouTube needs to have this as a show, a podcast where we all just watch cute animals and can escape the set. Absolutely, absolutely. I've been Jen. You know, I told you that over the phone. I
Read.
told you
Finish.
that.
Is it done? You finished reading it?
The seventh circle of hell currently outside. Yes, please.
Okay. Now read the next one.
Hold on. Let me get through this real quick. Hold on. So let me just hold on 1 second. Bow. Let me just do that and boom. All right. With you two, yes, as the host, yes, please, absolutely. Yeah, she know I've been said that they electrocute them alive to get their fur. It's so
Oh my
horrible.
God.
That's like, I guess maybe a certain type of method. This right here is a guy who owns a certain amount of land, and the muskrats, what they do is they eat the crops from below. And they are very much so an invasion, just like wild hogs we have here. We also have wild hogs and these muskrats that are very intrusive. So when you have something that has babies in like the 16s to 20s at a time, okay, yeah, they can definitely be something that outnumbers you and can overrun, and you won't have your fresh fruits and vegetables because of them. So let's get back to it. Watch how this ferret hunts. I mean, this muskrat. I mean, this mink.
Did you lose him? Get outside, get outside! Okay, he's pumped. He must have just lost him or something. He thinks he's out here. I wonder if he snuck out. I didn't see him. Watch it, pup. Don't get hit. Watch it. Yeah, he's super.
What kind of dog is that? Is that a greyhound or a whippet? What is
Greyhound. That
A
looks like a
greyhound?
greyhound. Yeah, it look like maybe a greyhound mix.
that? I
Yeah.
know. He's nice. Look at him. He's built.
It's kind of weird. Maybe he's just confused. Keep an eye on him. All I can see there's a back entrance under here or something.
I didn't see any muskrats come out of the hole, and Brock wasn't down in the hole long enough for him likely to have caught one. So I figured I'd walk downstream a little ways and see if I can see any other signs of muskrats that maybe escaped, or maybe second den systems that they could be hiding in. Brock decided to follow me. I guess he thought maybe I knew where the muskrat was. Just as we were getting ready to leave, we noticed Onza looking at a hole high on the bank. It was a little hole that we hadn't really noticed because there was no sign around it, and it was in a place that was highly unlikely to harbor muskrats. Muskrats prefer to live in holes right in or even under the water, not clear up on the bank. This hole was very clearly used for nothing more than digging up roots. But since Onza was so insistent, I decided to trust her and stick Brock down there to see what was going on.
Oh, he's got one. He's got one. Good dog. Good girl, Onza. He's got one. Good girl, Onza. Good girl. You found it. Good dog. Look, you found it. Oh, you're such a good dog. Oh, you're such a good dog.
So y'all hear how he's talking to the dog? You hear how his tone is at a higher pitch. It's not
Yep.
low. It's not all aggressive. Like, yeah, get him, get him.
Right.
He's not talking like that. It's like, yeah, good girl, good, good boy, good girl, right? You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
this is also going back to what we was talking about before with it. Let's keep on rocking out, see what we got before we get to our last segment of this night.
You saved the day. Oh, you saved the day.
He
Or
saved
day,
the
should I say.
day.
Good girl. Oh, you're such a good girl. Oh, you're such a good girl. Did you find a muskrat?
So what we're looking at, the dynamic duo, Batman and Robin right here, the dog sniffs them out. The muskrat then goes into the hole
Right.
and catches them. It's like, it's an awesome tag team. Let's see what we got.
Oh, you're such a good girl. That is awesome, dude. Did you find a muskrat? Oh, good girl. Oh, they're such a good puppy. Oh, they're such a good puppy. You see her right there?
Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot.
Get out. Go.
Got one.
Holy crap. Look at that. Good girl. Look what you found. Oh, there's another one.
Wow.
Power their play.
Hold on. Hold on. We about to get to it. It's a chase coming up. Oh, snap. We got a hot pursuit. 10-10, ladies and gentlemen. 10-10, we got a hot pursuit. Let's go ahead and get to it.
Both mink and dog lunged for the same muskrat. Brock ended up grabbing onto Onza's face. She quickly shook him off, and then, like a good dog, continued looking for the muskrat.
No, there's no one, Joe. Behind you.
God dang. Got him. Got him. So that's the most fascinating part about that is the simple fact that nobody would think that those two would you think, Jen, in a million years that a dog and a mink can be on a tag team duel to go ahead?
I would
and
never put those two together.
you see what I'm saying? So the thing that I'm showing is the connective. So you have 3 different species on one hunt. You got a human, you got a dog, and a mink. All working as one and all working as one facet, right? So that's the part that I found out of this world. Now, my last part that I have for this, and I don't know what you got going on, Jen, is this right here. Now we're going to get to the exotic aspect of all of this, right? Because it's nice and short. This right here is something I find to be extremely, extremely fascinating. And this is called the tree hopper. And we're going to now take it down to a microscopic level of life. We're going to go back down into the small bushes of things that are teeny and tiny that you'll never think of. The reason why I'm so fascinated with these, because unlike, for example, a bee, an ant, you know how all the ants look the exact same. These things are so uniquely different. Every last one of them. It's like no tree hopper is designed and looks the same. And they all look like very teeny aliens. But the most fascinating part about them is the communication skills. So let's go ahead and see what we got right here. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. The time right now is 2:33 p.m. East Coast Standard Time. Let's go ahead and see what we got.
In the Amazon live many strange species. This is a tree hopper. They not only have a bizarre appearance, but they also communicate in a remarkable way too. Vibrating their bodies, they send signals through the forest plants they live on.
These sounds you're hearing are echolocations. It's the same thing that whales and sea life does underneath the water, but except this is on land. So we're actually getting a chance to hear what echolocation sounds like. Let's go ahead and hear how they communicate. But I also want you to notice how each and every one they show you is a different one. None of them look the same, but they're all tree hoppers. Let's look at what we got.
And every sound has its own particular meaning. This tree hopper mother communicates with her young, encouraging them to stay together so that she can protect them. For there are plenty here waiting to eat young tree hoppers. An assassin bug. Armed with piercing mouth parts and sticky front legs.
On that bug, the reason why the legs on the front are sticky is so when it grabs onto a bug, it can't escape. It's almost like, it's like a moving Venus flytrap in a sense, if you want to say, or like a moving spider web, if you want to call it. And so it's like, it's very sticky.
Capable of literally sucking the life out of her entire brood. But she can't guard them all. She needs help from friends in high places.
She putting her arms up like, can y'all come over here and help me, please?
Bees.
How was she calling a swarm of bees? See, this is the real little Kim. This is the real Kim bee. How is this tree hopper calling a swarm of bees? And why are the bees getting ready to protect this tree hopper? Let's see what the connection is.
They're very aggressive. This is more than the assassin bug bargained for. Mission accomplished. Her brood are safe. The bees don't protect the tree hoppers for free. A little tickle on a tree hopper's back, and they exude a sugary liquid, honeydew.
The tree hoppers exude honeydew, and they pay off the bees as bodyguards. Amazing.
Sweet reward for protecting them. It's just one of the countless ways in which forest species work together.
Absolutely amazing, right? Ha! Man. So then we got to think to ourselves, right? In the water, where everything began, We had so much going on in the life of the water. Now, the one thing I don't know about you guys, I've always been so fascinated with are the largest aspects of life. So, what it is that I've always been fascinated with primarily are the whales. So, let's go ahead and let's take time briefly and let's just look at 5 quick facts that we
Hold on.
possibly didn't know.
Hold on. Can we take a pause for the cause?
Oh, absolutely. Rock out.
Oh. All right. So I just wanted to I'm sorry. I just really like
Hold on.
and I know you have a cat.
Oh, you know it. What you got?
I think I showed her earlier. I think I showed her earlier with the oh, I showed her earlier. Hold on. I was just gonna say, hold on, let me see. How do I do it? How do I do it? Oh wait. Oh no, I got you. All right, so this is when
check your app too.
oh okay, hold on. Can y'all see it?
No, what's that? Oh shit, show me that. What you got?
This is when an engineering human is a cat owner.
Oh shoot. See, this is
Where's he going? Where's another one?
and I want you to also pay attention. Pay attention real quick. I want you to pay attention. Look at how fat the cats are. See, that's why the cats are fat. That's why they fat now. You're not allowing the cats to go ahead and go up and down the steps themselves. See, that's the problem.
I saw this one earlier. Look.
My goodness gracious, what are we looking at here?
Cat transportation.
I just need to know.
Okay.
You know, I love my pets. I do. I love my pets, but I just
oh, that's so cute. Okay, back to you.
Who is your social circle if you have one at all? Because you know, I need to know what do you do for a living? What is your job?
He's an engineer. He's an engineer. I shared it.
My goodness gracious. Leave it up again and just bring it. Now I'm just saying. I mean, that right there, that looks like something we would see on Garfield.
That was so cute and funny, and I thought about your cat. Like, I was like, oh, okay, so I see why he ain't playing. He like, okay, why is you? Listen, I'm about to lay right here, and you finna walk through the hallway, and you about to spool me up and take me the rest of the way.
Now,
what is going on?
lady,
I'm a cat.
Maybe lady, maybe his wife. All right, his wife is named Lady Jade. I call her Lady. So anyway, Lady. She might because she just spoiled. Like she don't want to do shit. She don't want to chase nothing. She don't care about anything. She just kind of prances around the house like she owns shit. But then you have Michi. All right. So then I got Michi. And if I tried to put him in that box,
be like,
I'm gonna get scratched up.
Enigma.
Like he not playing that. Yeah,
He's gonna be like,
I don't know what this is. Stop.
What are you doing?
He doesn't like any of that. Oh man, no. So what he's gonna do, he's gonna hop out the box. He might give me a slight hiss, then he's gonna take a few steps away, and the only thing he's gonna do is sit there for the next 5 minutes and clean himself like you dirty.
Like I can't believe you put me in this.
Put me inside of this box. I can't believe you just tried that on
Can we take a pause for the cause real quick? I just want to make sure I just give everybody a shout out and make sure everybody feels the love. Thank you for. Here we go.
Little show. Thank you for the money. Thank you for the guap. Thank you for the cheddar, cash, coin, and dough. Every penny goes so far. I can never say enough kind words. Thank you from my heart to yours. Thank you for the coin, cash, guap, fetty, cheddar, dough, cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. Like, comment, share, subscribe.
Yeah, that's my jam.
Shout out to the family. Shout out to the family.
Shout out to the love.
So
Somebody was
so
saying that
if
they like what we doing up here, so I feel you though. I feel your intentions if it's a good vibe. Okay. But yeah.
I am just now reading that. That is
Yeah.
absolute.
But other
Let's
than
go
that,
ahead.
what they were saying overall, they just if they liked it. If that's a real person, more love it. That's good. Thank you for the
Nah,
shout out. Thank you for the
yeah,
respect too, if you like it.
yeah. Shout out. You know what I'm saying? Much respect.
We
You
both
already
have Cash Apps, so you can put I don't know if to put Smitty's Cash App on the bottom, but we both have so support the everybody.
I'll put mine down next time. For today, let's go ahead and focus on sending Jen some some gems. Let's send Jen some gems. That's how we're gonna do it.
And
Some
also,
gems.
I did like that idea of someone sending clips or whatever. So there is an email. It's called
There we go.
myspiritisanimal@gmail.com. So
There
you
we
can send
go.
a clip if you like something, you want to send it. If you look back at this video after we watch it and clip it up and you're like, oh, you know what? I saw something that was funny and I want to send it. You can send it there. And, then we'll look and we'll review it. And if you want to watch it, and we'll, of course, if it's funny and hilarious or entertaining and obviously educating. So we don't
That's
like
what I'm talking
that's the
about.
part that we like. So, all right,
All
back
right,
to the nerve-wracking cat, y'all. Got the gall to decide if they want to do good. It's crazy.
Yeah. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to it with the time right now being 2:45 p.m. East Coast Standard Time on this beautiful Saturday spring afternoon. Let's go ahead and learn 10 quick fun facts about the deep ocean and the sea. And what we're learning about
Oh yeah,
today
the deep
is
ocean.
the sperm whale. Absolutely. Let's go ahead and get to it because we also want to incorporate and learn about life, period, because this is My Spirit is Animal. And it's not just about dogs and cats, although that's what we're going to lean into and lead with the most. But we also want to go ahead and educate you all about other things that you may not be hip to. Let's go ahead and see what we can get on some fun facts.
Welcome to this episode of Facts in Motion. Today we are going to take a look at one of the largest animals on the planet. Here are 5 facts you might not know about the sperm whale. Hope you enjoy. Number 1. Sperm whales have the largest brain of any animal to have ever existed. With a weight of 7.8 kilograms or 17 pounds, it's more than 5 times heavier than the human brain. That, however, doesn't mean that they are particularly intelligent. The ratio between brain mass and body weight is a far better indication of the intelligence of an animal.
Is that how big they are in
With a weight
comparison to like the earth, like land and buildings? Is that what you're trying to show me? That's crazy.
So
Is that
if
how big
you
they are? It's crazy.
they are, if you take, I believe, 15 school buses.
No, they're not. I'm not doing it.
Yeah. Now the only one that's larger than them is the blue whale. The
Oh my
blue
God.
whale is the largest, just bigger than anything that's ever been on planet Earth, period. Even prehistoric, the blue whale. Right.
Right.
So this one is about anywhere between 10 to 15 buses. Yeah. School buses. Let's go.
Of up to 56 tons, the sperm whale's relative brain size only clocks in at around 0.3. Most animals rank higher than that. For example, rats, horses, cats, dogs, dolphins, and of course the human.
Right.
Number 2. The name sperm whale comes from a waxy liquid found in an organ in the whale's head.
And no, it's not skeet. This is different. Okay, people? So let's keep our minds, keep it out the gutter.
Oh, I hope nobody thought that it came from anything other.
You know something? When I was a kid growing up, and as I was starting to learn things and I was learning my body, then I learned about the sperm whale. I was like, wait a minute, is this supposed to be just one large Johnson? I don't understand. But let's go ahead and keep on going. Let's keep our minds out of the gutter, ladies and gentlemen. Let's keep on rocking out. What is this white fluidy liquid in the head of a sperm whale, and what is it for?
Because of its white color, it was originally mistakenly identified as the whale's semen and given the name spermaceti, from the Latin word sperma, meaning semen, and cetus, meaning whale. This substance was one reason sperm whales were so heavily hunted during the 19th and 20th century, as it was used in a variety of commercial applications, such as candles, soap, cosmetics, machine oil, lamp oil, and many pharmaceutical compounds.
Yes, that's right. That liquid was used for so many things. Primarily, yeah, candle wax. That was like one of the biggest things that a sperm whale.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, back in the day, candle wax was used for as sperm whale. Also, too, back in the day, the original form of bubble gum was whale tongue.
Yeah, I
Along with,
remember that. I remember because
along with
your mama say don't swallow it because that it
Yep,
doesn't your stomach can't break it
digest it.
down and digest
Yeah,
it because it's well blubber.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I remember that.
Mhm. Yeah, bubble gum. Yeah, yeah.
Oh my
Bubble gum is,
god.
yeah, as well. Yeah.
Actual
Not
function of the
chewing
organ
bubble
is still not
gum.
fully understood, but the most likely theory is that it's assisting the whale's echolocation. Which brings us to the next point. Number 3. Because sperm whales hunt where no light can reach, they can't rely on eyesight to find their prey. They instead use echolocation. By emitting high-pitched click sounds and then listening to the echoes of those sounds, sperm whales can navigate through full darkness and locate their prey.
Just like how we saw with the tree hoppers, it's just underwater.
At 230 decibels, those clicks are the loudest sounds produced by any animal. For comparison, if you had the misfortune of standing next to a jet engine, you'd only experience a 150 decibel sound. Number 4. In search of food, sperm whales usually dive between 300 to 1000 meters, rarely even up to 2 kilometers deep. Their main diet consists of medium to large squids, most notably the giant and colossal squid.
Which aka scientifically is called the Architeuthis. The Architeuthis,
Damn, look how big it is.
yeah, so this is basically the real Kraken. When they was talking about the Kraken, so
Mhm.
back in the pirate days, it actually come to find out it really did exist. They
It was
really
just
did
a
come
huge
across
ass squidopus.
large, very, very large Squidwards.
A
Yes,
big huge squidopus because it's what is that?
yes. So you have giant squid and colossal squid.
A
And
colossal squid was a kraken.
yes, that was the one. It is absolutely enormous. It is
As big as a whale? Get out of here, dude.
the no, they're not at no, because the whale actually eats them. Actually, when you see a lot of scars and scratches on a sperm whale, it's because of the tussle and fight from the talons basically in the beak inside of the squid. Now these colossal squids are extremely dangerous. Like, I mean, compared to us, I mean,
Dude, I could imagine. They're
it,
already
it
dangerous by themselves and when they're
yeah,
massive, but just
it's
a
out of this
massive on
world.
massive?
Yeah, yeah. You know, you say what, Matt? Oh, I'm going to show you. Don't worry, I'm going to show you because we're almost through this video right here, and I'll show you briefly, up close, what the colossal squid looks like. Let's just put it like this: the eye by itself is the size of a dinner plate. Just the eye.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can go ahead and try to get a visual of what the body actually looks
Yeah,
like.
that's
And
not.
we're
I'm
going to
not
see that
cool
in
with
a
that
second.
eye being
One
that
dive
big.
can last up to 90 minutes, but how are they?
And they're generally found in very, very deep, dark, and or Arctic waters. That's usually where the whales have to go search for them. They have to go very, very deep. They
Yeah,
don't find them nowhere where there's sunlight hitting the water. This is pitch black. And like they said, they don't rely on the eyesight. They actually rely on echolocation. So what happens is this: the body mass of the squid is so large that when they shoot the echo out, it's almost like if you threw a tennis ball up against the wall and you wait to hear the ping. So imagine being in a dark room. There's only one wall, and the other three sides, there's nothing there. And you throw a ball, there's no sound. You throw a ball, no sound. And then finally you throw a ball and you hear ding, 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 and you hear the bounce of the ball knocking
Mhm.
off of. That is what happens when they send that echolocation out. It bounces off of the body of that squid, and then they go into that direction. It's very
That's
fast,
crazy work
very fast, with no sight at
with
all.
no sight at all.
Pitch black. Let's go.
They're able to do that. In mussels, oxygen is stored by special proteins, such as myoglobin. At high concentrations, these proteins normally start sticking together, losing their ability to hold oxygen. This limits the amount of protein a muscle can pack. The myoglobin molecules of sperm whales and other marine mammals, however, have an interesting property that makes them unique. They are positively charged. Like similar poles of magnets, these proteins repel one another, making it impossible for them to stick together, which allows these animals to store massive amounts of protein and therefore oxygen in their muscles. Number 5. Ambergris, or grey amber, is a solid, waxy, flammable substance of a grey or blackish color, produced in the digestive system of sperm whales. It was once thought that ambergris is vomit, but now it is believed that it's rather passed with the whale's excrements. Scientists think that the greasy substance is formed to cover up the indigestible and sharp squid beaks to reduce the risk of injuries and constipation, and since it floats, it can occasionally be found on the beach or swimming in the ocean. Finding such a piece is a reason to celebrate.
What
because
is
it's a-
that? What is that?
What?
No.
What?
What was that? What is that? They said that it comes from the excrements from the whale. What is it? Is that
Yes.
whale poop?
Basically, yes, the
All the
feces.
stuff that didn't digest, and then you can find it on the who?
Yeah. Yes.
No,
that is-
ma'am, and no, ma'am, no, sir, no ham, no turkey. No, we're not. We're not finna
Yeah.
go to Miami and go down to no beaches and find whale poop floated up. Talking about because since it floats.
I'm just saying.
Rarity and its use in
floats.
high-end perfume make even small pieces worth between $10,000 and $100,000.
What?
Yes.
No, ma'am,
Yes.
no ham, no turkey. We back on that beach, baby, looking for some whale poop.
Now, this
Oh,
right
back
here.
to the beach. Back to the beach we go. The coin
Now-
is on the beach. Not that you say the whale poo is valuable.
So this right here, ladies and gentlemen, briefly, this is a sperm whale. This is a sperm whale eating a colossal squid. Okay.
This
so-
incredible footage, first brought to my attention by my friend Rebecca Helm and filmed by Lead Adventure on Instagram, shows the end.
Hold on. This
Oh no. What was she doing down there?
That's the squid. That's the squid in its mouth. All those white markings, all of these little white markings, that's from the squid fighting it. So the squid's number one arch nemesis is the sperm
The
whale.
sperm whale.
Now, the sperm whale's teeth, these teeth, although that look small here up close, I think they're at least about
It's
a
so
foot.
big. They gotta be as big as me, 5 feet long.
No, they're about a foot. Can you
A
imagine
foot?
a tooth? A
That's
tooth,
up to your ankle to your
the length,
elbow to
the
your
length of a
wrist.
ruler. Imagine
Yeah.
a tooth, the length of a ruler.
Your elbow to your wrist. From your wrist to your elbow. That's about how long
They
a
are
ruler is.
absolutely beyond enormous. But let's you hear that clicking sound?
Mm-hmm.
That clicking sound, if you was in the water with no protective gear, it would go ahead and bust your ears. You would bleed from your head and your nose would bleed and it would bust your heart. It's like a sonic
Okay.
boom. Yeah. This is because of protective gear. You can't be up close to that and hear that. Now, let's look at how big that squid
Oh
is
wow.
that's actually in its mouth. Let's just take a look at how big a colossal squid. This is a colossal squid, aka the Architeuthis.
This is the largest squid in the world, and it's larger than a school bus. Meet the colossal squid, the deep sea nightmare. Also known as the giant
look at his
squid or
eyes. He was
Antarctic
looking at
crown
us.
squid, this squid is the world's largest mollusk, which can grow up to 46 feet and weigh up to 1,500 pounds, an estimation based on incomplete specimens, which is bigger than a school bus. They have the largest eye in the animal kingdom, reaching the size of a dinner plate, and it's armed with tentacles that have sharp hooks, and many sperm whales have scars on their bodies, which is believed to be caused by colossal squid. Colossal squid are a major prey item for sperm whales, with evidence of giant squid beaks found in their stomachs.
That's a beak. That's what they. So if they start eating you, that is going to be biting at you piece by piece as it rips you apart.
Which makes up 77% of the biomass consumed by these whales. Despite being one of the largest invertebrates on Earth, this squid is also the least studied one, due to the difficulties of studying animals at such deep ocean depths.
There you go. You can take that
Nah, this gives me a whole different appreciation for calamari, yo. I'm so sorry.
down.
I'm in love with. I love me some calamari, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna still be eating me some calamari.
So will sperm whales.
I, me and the sperm whale is going to be enjoying the calamari. I'm so sorry. Thank you very much to that. But yeah, I'm still having. Yeah, that we're still doing that. At least the good kind. No, did the cat? No, did you send it to at $? Or I guess I did put the. Oh no, I did put $. Genesis IM 0702.
There we go.
That's it. If you send it to that one, then it did not go through. I didn't get anything.
Now
But
that's
once
what I'm
I do,
talking
I'll let
about.
you know and celebrate. And that's awesome sauce.
Thank you so much for the support. If that is what you did, thank you very much for that. Much respect to you supporting the channel. Jen, I have to ask you and anybody else who wants to participate in this. Oh, let's go ahead. Uh-oh.
What happened?
Look like she did it to the wrong one.
Oh, you said to the wrong person.
Mm.
They'll send them back and tell them to give you back. A lot of times they're not gonna send it back to you, but I understand. You can cancel it then too on your end. I think I don't know what happens on your end, but yeah, make sure you put that 0702. That's important too on there. Can I I'm gonna share my video real quick, y'all, because y'all know I got something funny
While
to
you do
share.
that, while you do
Mhm.
that, I wanted to ask briefly if you can own, because last time we did if you could be any animal, which animal would you be, right? And I believe I picked the iguana. If you actually could own any exotic animal in the world, have it fully taken care of, you ain't got to worry about how much it costs to feed it and space, none of that, what would you own and why?
I don't know. I gotta think about that because I've had a couple things too. I don't know. I'm gonna think about that.
Okay.
I'm gonna get before we end the show. We're gonna reveal our
Then I'll
animals.
wait. I got my answer, but I'll give my answer when you give yours, and we'll do it together for our final thoughts.
All right, so we're gonna go listen to Enzo. Enzo got something to tell you.
Voice as a ringtone, so you gotta go.
Mm-hmm. 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 No. Mm-hmm.
A little higher. A little higher.
Okay. Okay. Ah. Oh.
That was great. That was beautiful. Wow.
Uh-oh.
That was stunning. Beautiful, Enzo. Beautiful. Beautiful, Enzo. You're really hitting those notes.
Okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Right. Oh yeah.
No, that's a good ringtone.
All right. Did y'all hear Enzo singing his song? I love Enzo. Follow Enzo, the blue staffy. Me and Beans follows him, and he talks every day. So y'all talk about do your animals, do your dog, can your animal understand you? Absolutely. You just heard him talking. Did y'all not hear him singing? And someone's gonna have a ringtone of him singing his song. Yes, Janice says I am. Put the I am between the 0702. Let me make sure I got it. Is that it? That is my Cash App, right? Make sure it is Genesis. I am. And so you got it halfway right. So it's JEN, nope, ISIS. Then it's I am, then 0702. So JENISIS. Let me type it in there for you. Let me type it in there for you. No, don't send anything until you get. I'm gonna type it in all caps. So it's JENISIS. Right? Then it's
Bless her heart.
IAM.
Bless
No, I
her
got you.
heart.
I'm gonna get you right. 0702. And
Bless
then
her heart.
I know you're trying to, please don't send anything until you absolutely get the correct information, because I don't want you sending it to somebody that, I mean, if you want to pay it forward and bless someone, that might be a good thing too, amen. I'll bless you on that too.
No. They can get their blessings where they get it. Today, we want to bless Genesis. Let's go ahead and make
I know,
sure that
I'm just
we help
saying if
out
she send it to
Genesis.
somebody and then they'll be like, oh, I ain't sending it back, then
You
you
need
can't.
your blessings. I need my blessings. We need our blessings.
Our
We want to
blessings.
focus. Yeah,
Oh, there
you
you
know
go.
what
You
I'm
got it.
saying? Like, yeah, nah. I mean, just yeah, in life. I'm saying in life. Like, you need your blessings. I need my blessings in life. You know what I'm saying? You need to get yours. Nah, let's
I got
focus
you.
on getting you yours right now. Yeah, this your moment. That's okay.
All right, I got you, and you got it right. That's correct. JENISISIAM 0702 with the $sign in front of it. That is correct. That is absolutely correct. So,
There you go.
and I'm a fur parent all the way, so I really, literally, whatever I get, I swear to God, I've noticed I spend it. My dog is my dependent. Thanks, shout out to Obama for letting us add our dogs to our taxes. Because now, because he put that in place, I can add my dog to my taxes, since I really do give him half of whatever I get. Whatever I get. And yes, thank you so much. Shout out to you, Mo Love X, for the love. And hold on, and I appreciate every little bass bit of it. Okay? Thank you. Oops, let me get it.
Thank you for supporting my little show. Thank you for the money. Thank you for the guap. Thank you for the cheddar, cash, coin, and dough. Every penny goes so far. I can never say enough kind words. Thank you from my heart to yours. Thank you for the coin, cash, guap, fetty, cheddar, dough, cha-ching, cha-ching. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Like, comment, share, subscribe.
That's
All
a
right,
what's
now.
up, Bob. Okay, so
That's what I'm talking about. That's right.
we're about to end. This is about the end of it, right? Because somebody
Yeah,
needs to go
yeah.
out for a WALK. I can't
And
say
I
the
got a
word.
few things I gotta make sure I call, make sure these parts are right and everything. So yeah.
Yeah. This was a good show. Thanks for showing up, of course,
We
always.
gotta hit our final thoughts on that. So if you could own any exotic animal in the
Oh,
world,
own an exotic animal.
we gotta end it off on that note. What would you like? I know what I would get. I already know.
An exotic is like a
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Like
Like basically any animal in the world, like of course, except like a whale or something. Like, because I
well, I
don't think
mean, right, because I can't know where to put a whale, so it'd be
right.
feasible to like keep it taken care of.
Let's say anything on land,
On
anything that is
land, I
on land.
don't know.
Anything.
I like
Michael Jackson had a giraffe.
I know, like I like a wolf, but I also like a panther.
You know
Like
what?
I like the panther, but I like the wolf too.
Yeah, cause see, that's why I got Michi. He's all black, and I said that's the closest
See,
thing
that's the
to a
closest
Black
thing, yeah,
Panther
to
I'm
like
gonna
a
ever
Black
get.
Panther. Shout out to Michi, the Black Panther, with a
Yeah,
black
man.
name.
Yeah, that's my little Black Panther, man. Yeah, yeah, that's my little Wakanda. That's my little Wakanda right there.
Not
Mm.
Black Panther in real life.
So you said a panther? Nah, nah. That's actually
But I
that's.
like the wolf though, cause remember how the wolves was on Twilight series? How like
Do
they
you
just
know
like
how big a
that.
real alpha wolf
Yes,
actually is?
yes, that's what
Like
I'm thinking of. Like that.
a northern
That's what I'm
Alaskan
thinking.
wolf or something. Like they
That's what
are
I'm
not.
thinking. Like that huge thing.
They put German shepherds to shame. I'm not playing. Like they are
No, I feel you.
they're enormous, man. They're enormous, yo. It's crazy how big they get.
I like that.
If I was to have a big dog, I would go with a Tibetan Mastiff.
Oh yeah, those are huge, huge, huge.
Absolutely enormous. I would go with a Tibetan Mastiff.
Enormous.
But if I was to have an exotic animal, if I could have any exotic animal, I swear, I just want one rhinoceros.
A rhino.
Yeah, I want a rhino. Yeah, horns
Well,
and
I
all.
guess if you said rhino,
Don't
no.
trim the horn. I mean, well, nah, I would probably have it rounded off so it's not too spiky just in case, like for safety wise. But I wouldn't, nah, man. I'm talking about yes, I want a double horned rhino. I don't care if it's gray or white, either one. The white rhino is damn near extinct, unfortunately. But if you think about it, because see, when I was a kid, I was always such a huge fan of dinosaurs. And you know how you have like
Mhm.
Tyrannosaurus, right? Things
So
of
it's
that
kind of like
nature.
that, like on that
Brontos
same
no.
vibe.
Yeah, but watch though, Brontosaurus, Tyrannosaurus. It's not rhinoceros, it's rhinosaurus.
Rhinoceros. Are you
It's
serious?
literally yes, it's rhinoceros. We just say rhinoceros and we say it fast. No,
Oh
you break
no,
it's
not you
really
saying it's a
rhinoceros.
dinosaur.
It's the only living dinosaur for real that we still I mean, not the only because birds are around, but that's the closest thing that you're gonna get back to Jurassic Park, I believe, is an actual rhinoceros. And I want one. I want a rhino,
A
and I want yeah,
rhinoceros.
I want
That's
a
crazy.
rhinoceros.
That would be a rhinoceros.
Rhinoceros, yeah, rhinoceros. It's a rhinoceros.
Oh wow. See,
That's how
for
you
that
get
case, I would say
rhinoceros.
yeah, hippo. I like, but I feel you though. I would do
No,
a
no, no,
black
no, no. That right there. If you get
a hippo is
you
crazy.
if you get a hippo, you got a better chance of winning the game of Russian roulette.
A hippo. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
hippopotamus. That right there. That's just a death sentence. You don't, you don't want no,
And
no.
that thing is yeah, and that thing is mega crazy on top of everything else. Like
Because they are extremely territorial and you can raise one from birth, but they still have the propensity to snap. As a matter of fact, you got a better chance of keeping a pet gator or croc
mm-mm.
that will not harm you from birth till elder age than you do a hippo.
And you see
A
how people have like
hippopotamus
those wild
will
boars or a
demolish you.
pig, like those things like I mean they're not so exotic, but they're just like so much different. You know what I mean?
Mhm,
But yeah,
mhm.
I see what you mean. If I was gonna I would go a wolf. I would probably do something like that. Like
So Jen's
I like
going
the
with a
animal.
wolf. Jen's going with a wolf. I'm going with a rhinoceros. That is what I
You
would
can
have.
be an exotic animal. You can be an
Yeah,
exotic
man.
animal.
Oh, I'd be an
That's
iguana.
crazy.
I told you I'd be an
An
iguana.
iguana, yeah.
I don't ever have to
Yeah.
worry about food sources. Like I don't have to worry about hunting because
Right.
I'm a vegetarian. So
Thank
I ain't
you.
never got to worry about being hungry. And
But
generally where
see, I
they
didn't
are
like that too, like how when you said giraffe, like when you said that when you said Michael Jackson giraffe, I
now
thought
that's
about
the
it when
closest thing to a brontosaurus you're gonna get is a giraffe.
but they can't you see how they can't hide. You see those videos where they can't go anywhere with severe weather because they're so tall. Where they when even when they lay down, there's still nothing to cover them. Like the tallest tree is where they have to like hide under. It's crazy,
Listen,
right?
listen, 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 listen. It's a reason why Michael is the only one who actually went and got a giraffe for real, because most people know that's just
Baby.
not something you want to keep. You know what I mean? Like, most zoos have a hard time keeping giraffes, honestly.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So, when this
Aw.
guy built Never Neverland, shout out to the King of
Shout
Pop,
out to
right?
him.
But yeah, Mike was the only one for the most part that said,
I was
I'm gonna
able to
get it
even
today.
maintain it, like, cause where you gonna put it is what's so crazy.
Man.
That's the hard part is where you're gonna put it to keep one.
Yep.
So,
Yep. Just like how
before
you
we
can.
leave though, too, I
Mhm.
wanted you to hear something, cause before we
Okay.
leave, since you are artiste yourself, I
Okay.
had to
What you want to
flex
hear?
my skill set, and
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I had to get a little help because I can't talk that fast, so I can't rap. But I'm just I could put something together and tell you what I want to
Okay.
say, and let
Okay.
the engineers of artificial engineering help me out. So
Oh,
just let
snap.
me know what you think about this. Is our little rap anthem for
Let's go.
us. All right, here we go.
Okay. All right. What we got?
We are your baby, your fur baby. We are more than just a pet. We are your family. Woof woof, yeah, we barking on the beat. Little paws, big love, running right to your feet. Yeah, we popping in the room like hey. Tail wagging like a DJ play. Zoomies on max, no delay. Fur baby squad and we here all day. Big eyes looking up like pick me. Jump in your lap, that's VIP. Love so pure, that's guaranteed. We a little crew, your family. We don't need no bling, we shine naturally. Every cuddle moment is a masterpiece. You the heart, we the beat, that's harmony. Fur baby, love on 1,000 degrees. We are your baby, your fur baby. We are more than just a pet. We are your family. Woof woof, yeah, we hyping, we happy. Cute little crew and we keeping you laughing. You say treat, we say less. You say walk, we say oh yes. You say come here, we do our best. Fur baby love, we forever blessed. We are your baby, your fur baby. We are more than just a pet. We are your family. Woof woof, yeah, we rolling in harmony. Fur baby crew, that's the legacy. We are your baby, your fur baby. We are more than just a pet. We are your family. Woof woof, yeah, we rolling in harmony. Fur baby crew, that's the legacy.
Man, end it off on that one. Absolute fire. It's something that multiple of what I'm saying, facets of people can gravitate to the whole nine. It was clean, it was crisp, it was clear. Yeah, man. With that being said, I digress. My mic is muted, man. Much respect to the family.
Good night, sugars.
Let's get it.
We are your baby.